Yo, 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 what it do, what it do, what it do, y'all? What it do, people? Salute, salute. What's good? What's poppin'? What's happening, people? What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Greenleaf Exclusive. Back at it with another Houston Rockets exclusive video. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell as well, man. It's right there on the right side of the subscribe button. Click the subscribe button and hit that notification bell. That way, you know, when I go live, you get the noti. You did? Salute, salute, man. Let's get the lights up. Let's get the lights up. Let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about Thompson. Thompson. We're gonna talk about the point guard duty, all that may be. Uh, and don't get it twisted, people. All my people, don't get it twisted. The title of the video, is why Thompson isn't the point guard you think he is. And I'm gonna break it down for you. I'm gonna break it down to the best of my abilities as far as the point guard. Fred VanVleet. We're gonna talk about how Fred VanVleet is very important for the squad going forward. I don't think the Houston Rockets are ready to get rid of him, ready to get off of him in the next off season to come. And we're gonna get to it, man. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up. Salute, salute, man. Hit that like button, subscribe, share the video if you can. Share the video. Is there. Hey, let me know if my mic is right, y'all. Let me know if my mic is right. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Salute. What up, Chris Strange TV? Shout out to Tyler Brown. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Zachary. Shout out to Mario, Yazin, and Mo Beezy. Salute, salute. Chris say Reed is that boy. He said Reed is the boy, man. He flashing Stockman already. He also says Reed Shepard nickname is .5 Curry. Tyler Brown, salute. Alex said I made a 47-minute highlight reel. It's on my channel. Hey, man, go check out the boy Alex channel, man. He said he got a highlight reel of Thompson. He said he got the highlight reel of Thompson. 47 minutes of it, huh? 47 minutes. That's what's up. That's what's up. But, hey, man, did you get the highlights of last night's game, Alex? Did you do that for me, bro? Because that's what I want to break down, man. I want to break down that whole segment. And as far as Thompson not being the point guard that we thought he was being drafted. So, yeah, man. Salute to all the members of the channel. Salute. So let's get to it, man. Thompson, for what I seen last night, bro. For what I seen last night, y'all. Is that Thompson is not ready to be that full-fledged point guard in the starting lineup going forward right now. I believe that truly. I believe that. I feel that the game against the Utah Jazz when Dylan Brooks was absent, he looked very comfortable in that role as far as being that wing. You can say it's a point forward or a point wing, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, he wasn't a full-fledged point guard, with Fred VanVleet being out there and, Jalen having some type of playmaking duties. So when it comes back to Thompson in game 2 of the preseason, you see against Oklahoma City, a guy that Thompson admire, right? And that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai is a point guard, a playmaking guard at the highest level right now in the NBA. And Thompson, he's not there yet. And so what I'm trying to get to is with Thompson being our point guard, it doesn't look pristine. Look at the offense, y'all. Look at what happened last night in the offense. If you didn't see it, I'm gonna tell you. Thompson couldn't get us in our sets. He couldn't do it. We looked stagnant. We looked like we just a chicken with our head cut off. We just running around passing the ball, trying to make something happen. And at the end of the day, when you have that on the court, you need a general on the court. So Thompson is not there yet, y'all. And I'm not hating on Thompson. I'm not hating on Thompson at all. I have high standard. I have high praise for Thompson because of his defense, because he can do things that other players can't do, and he has the one thing that I really don't like about his game, and that's not shooting. And shooting is a skill. So when it comes back to it, and we talking about point guard duties, I don't believe he's there yet, y'all. I don't believe he's there yet. He looked very well, looked very comfortable in that wing position. The homie J Dog was saying that in all summer long that he's not yet there yet, even in his rookie season. You know, we had our debates and we have our conversations about it. So at the end of the day, people, he's not the point guard we think he is. He's a wing player. He's a transition guard, point guard. Catch it off the rim, push it, mash the gas. We there. You did. You did. Um, and when we talk about point guards like Fred VanVleet, and this is why Fred VanVleet is very important to the squad, man. Fred VanVleet is very important to the squad. Hey, my mic is right. Press one. My mic right. Press one. So when you talk about point guards, bro, especially in the start lineup, you have guys come on the channel and say that Fred VanVleet is getting paid this. He's getting paid too much. He's holding back the young guys. You know what I'm saying? Now that we have Reed Shepard on the team, Armin Thompson is Fred VanVleet is holding Armin Thompson and Reed Shepard and all these guard play guys. He's in their way, and I disagree with that, man. Because Fred VanVleet is very important. Fred VanVleet is very important to the squad. I don't know if y'all just don't see it yet. If y'all don't see it yet, and I think going to the fourth into the phase 3 that we need to bring Fred back. Point blank period. We have to bring Fred back. We have to bring Fred on a friendly deal as well. I believe. I don't believe it should be no $40 million tag going forward. But I believe Fred, he needs to stay with Houston if that's what he want to do. But for the Rockets, it makes sense to bring Fred VanVleet back. Reed Shepard, he's a rookie. I don't believe he can take us to the playoff as a starting guard going forward next season. And I don't think that Armin Thompson is ready yet. Now, it's okay, y'all. It's okay. He's not a point guard, and it's okay. It's okay. He's still a Rocket. He still can be utilized at the highest level as far as what Ime Udoka and the Rocket system. These players, everybody, can get the most out of Armin Thompson. So that being said, it's okay if he's not a point guard. So don't get me wrong and say, "Oh, Greeny don't like Armin Thompson now." Greeny don't like Cam Whitmore. No, I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that. I love Armin Thompson's game. I think Armin Thompson's gonna be here for a long run. If we keep shaping up this team like we shaping it up, but it's other players on the team that still have to step up before him. And before we get to that, I just want to make their presence known. I want to make the statement known, bro, that Armin Thompson is not ready. He's not ready. He's not ready to be a point guard at all. What up, Wild Citizen? Salute. Salute. He's not ready to be a point guard, people. And he's not a point guard. He's a wing, and he's a guard. And when I say guard, he's a slashing guard. He's not a 3 and D. He's not a 3 at all. And once again, it's okay. The dude can ball. He can play defense. You could put him alongside the guys that can score and put him out there. But as far as what I seen last night, it looked at rough as far as like setting up your teammates as a point guard. And that's what you have to be aware of when you are a general on the court. There's nobody holding your hands. It's nobody, telling you this, and that. You should do this, and that. You should be the one that has the IQ to know your player, your teammates, your compadres, game. Whether it's LP. If you want an LP to set you a screen, come here, LP. I need you on this play. I need you on this play. Get me open so I can go down here. Ooh, I see the mismatch. If it's Jalen Green, if you want to work a guard game, you have to find the right opening for Jalen Green, right? And he's out there with Dylan Brooks. And what I was trying to say, playing him and Dylan Brooks together, is that we know what we can get from Dylan Brooks. That's defense, 3 and D. That's 3 and D. Dylan Brooks. You know what I'm saying? The dude shot over 36, 35, 34 to 35% last year, which was probably close to his career high as far as 3-point shooting. And you're not going to get there with Armin Thompson at all. So That was my whole thing about the pushing him to the wing. I need to see him being at that wing position, you know, or at the point guard position, because he was drafted as a point guard. So I'm gonna give him time. I'm gonna be patient with the dude. But as far as what the team is on right now, you have to understand that Ahmed Thompson, he's not he's not a well-oiled machine yet. Look at the year on we with Jalen. No, year 4, and we still looking for the consistencies and the and stop the inefficiencies. So with Ahmed Thompson, I know it's a you know work that needs to be done and put in for Ahmed, and I think he has the work ethic to do that. But if we talking about he's going to be a jump shooter overnight in year 2, stop it. If we talking about point guards, you know, I'm not saying stop it, but I'm saying, hey, hold up. I see that yellow light. We got to slow down real quick. We have to slow down real quick because at that point guard, he's not setting his teammates up the right way. The offense doesn't look fluid. I think the guys was out there just trying to make something happen out of spite. The pick and rolls didn't look crisp. It didn't look pristine. So the whole total offense was just out of whack, in my opinion. I just feel that way. So, like I said, I don't believe he's a bad NBA player or he isn't going to be a point guard. It's just the fact that right now he's not a full-fledged point guard right now. He said I do like Almond as a secondary or third ball handler. Though right now, nothing wrong with that. No, ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I think if he look at the first game against Utah, he wasn't the first ball handler, but we seen when he gets the rebound, or if it's a leak out, they're gonna give it to him because he knows how to handle the fast break. He knows how to go downhill. But as far as half court sitting, when in the playoffs or in the play in, the game slows down. The game slows down. So if you can't work your magic slowing down, what are we dealing with? What are we dealing with? So back to Ahmed Thompson, as far as trying to set up shop and get guys into the offense, we're not there yet. And that goes back to me mentioning Fred VanVleet and point guard duties. I don't think, and I do believe that we're not ready to get rid of Fred VanVleet just yet. We're not ready to get rid of Fred VanVleet at all. He say Almond is him. Yeah, he's still a solid player. He's still gonna get you buckets. But as we can see last night, we put him at that point guard position. What happened? You know what I'm saying? 4 for 12 from the field. He did grab 8 rebounds and 8 points. 3 assists. So if you're my point guard, I need to see the assists total go up, jump up. I need to see it. Oh yeah, 4 for 12 from the field. Now we know he ain't gonna shoot no threes. We know he's not gonna shoot threes at that clip. So 4 for 12 from the field, that's still not a good look. You got guys running around here. Oh, he's 60% shooting from the 2. Yeah, those are dunks. You disregard those are just dunks, putbacks, and layups. But last night, when he's taking open jump shots and when he's taking down screen jump shots off the pick, and the defense making you decide what you're gonna do. And OKC defense was clogging the paint. They were clogging the paint. So when you have LP out there who wants to get money in the paint, you have to let that be LP's lane because that's his bread and butter. But if it's Ahmed Thompson, you can't sit on the perimeter. It has to be some type of continuous motion going on. He has to continuously move. He can't just stand stagnant on the perimeter because the defense will understand we can double LP now because old boys out here on the perimeter now. No matter who's guarding at all. No matter who's guarding Ahmed Thompson, they're going to collapse in the paint like OKC did, which made it tough for the Rockets to really score in the paint. Now, the Rockets did make a comeback with the same group, but we seen the ball get thrown in different type of guys' hands. I seen Cam Whitmore bringing the ball up the court, which I haven't seen, at all. So I think, experiment with just, setting the offense up, having a defense, try to make some type of decision to disrupt what we have going on. So with Ahmed Thompson just setting it up, And then if you play ball, if you know ball, and you the point guard, you dictate the offense. You dictate the offense. Like I said, that goes back to setting up LP, setting up Jalen Green, making sure these guys get a good shot. What up, John? What up, Ellis? What up, Scooter? I see y'all. Salute, salute. They're setting up your teammates. They're setting up Jabari Smith, making him feel comfortable in the offense. There's no way in hell Jabari Smith should be taking 5 shots. Now, most of that is on Jabari of being conscious enough of trying to take the initiative of, trying to score a bucket. But man, hey, if you're a point guard, you have to set up the guys to get them in rotations. You have to set up Jabari, make him comfortable, because as a big man, as we all know, big man, they not gonna play no hellified defense if they not involved in the offense. LP played a hellified game, but he took the initiative on his own to, do LP things. So he was 3 for 7 from the field. His money came from the free throw line. So, yeah, man. Yeah, we need Fred VanVleet, and Armin Thompson isn't a ready-made point guard just yet. He's not a point guard. Straight up. He's not a point guard, bro. He said, I see this being VanVleet's, Brooks, Tate last year on our team as they serve their purpose. Now we got to pay the young guys. John, that it's coming. You know what I'm saying? That type of plan is coming. He said, I see this being VanVleet's, Brooks, and Tate last year. But what if the other guy's not ready yet? Do you feel like Armin Thompson is ready to be a full-fledged starting point guard? Do you believe Reed Shepard is going to be a full-fledged point guard coming next season when we haven't even sniffed the playoffs with Fred VanVleet and Dillon Brooks on his team yet? I don't know what Jalen looked like in the playoff. He might look spectacular, along with LP, Jabari Smith Jr. The only dudes we thinking about paying, and we coming back to the contract situation, is Jalen and LP going forward, and Fred VanVleet. Dillon Brooks is on contract for another 2 years, so you can trade him. Tate, yeah, they have to work some deals out. But Tate seemed like he's one of those staples to me where, you can pull him out of your hat if you need him. You know what I'm saying? He's trade bait as well. But after Tate, everybody from that rebuild stage is gone. It's gone. And Tate been the one who, so to speak, ran James Harden out of town because he played him good defense and in practice. You dig? So at the end of the day, man, I do believe that Fred VanVleet could be back unless another team offer him a crazy deal like we offered him and he take a business deal. But if it's a team-friendly deal, if it's a deal where, these guys can stay intact, Jalen and LP can get their money. It's a window for Jabari to get his bread if they make a decision on that. But Dillon Brooks, he's not making no a shitload of money like that. He's gonna get paid like what, 20 plus million in Houston. That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? But if we just trying to move him out the way, as far as a wing player, that's something different. Now, Dillon Brooks, like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, Dillon Brooks is a 3-and-D guy, an actual 3-and-D guy, meaning he shoot threes, he can make threes. If we put Armin Thompson in that, we seen what we look like, right? We seen what we look like, and it looked good. Armin Thompson looked good. But at the same time, those threes gonna have to come and play. It has to come and play in this NBA. In this NBA. So what up, your boy Wayne? What it do? What's good, man? What's good? He said also Armin is running into the crowd and losing the ball. Yeah, bro. He has to slow down still. I still think that Armin Thompson is still moving too fast. Like I said, you're a point guard. You have to slow the pace of the game down. You have to set the tempo. You have to read the defense. And I didn't see none of that. I just seen a dude that was just told, hey, you're gonna be the point guard tonight. So The ball is in your hands. Let's see what you can do. It's not about your skill. It's not about your talent, your athleticism. It's about your brain. It's about, do you have that mental where everybody, oh, he has an IQ. Well, I didn't see no IQ last night. Show me where the IQ came in. Show me what IQ came in. I'm talking about it straight. I ain't talking about last season. I'm talking about strictly last night when we said put that dude at the point guard. Put him at the point guard and see what happened. And we looked at Fugazi as hell. Boys run around, don't know what the fuck going on. Niggas don't act like they looking for Fred VanVleet. Nah, bro. Armin Thompson out there. That's your point guard. That's your general. And it sound like I'm going fed on Armin, but that just is what it is. Y'all know how we get down, man. We different over here, bro. We just got to keep it real, bro. If y'all don't want to see it, if y'all want to keep it real, act like they paying y'all bills. It's okay to tell the truth. It's cool, bro. It's okay to tell the truth. You was a Rockets fan before these dudes. So I'm just gonna keep it real, man. Just like y'all want me to keep it real by everybody else. Nah, Green, keep it real about Jalen. He ain't that dude. Yeah, he might not be that dude yet. LP, he ain't ready to lead the team like that. Well, don't nobody really talk like that. They be cuffing LP, but that's another story. But what I'm trying to say is we're going to have to keep that same energy with all our players, y'all. We have to. If not, everybody just run around here like some fanboys and just waiting, wishing on a star for a good team. Just knocking everybody out the way. Oh, he ain't ready. But these dudes still have to grow. I still want them to grow as a team. I ain't never shied away from that shit. But I am going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell the truth. Salute, Money Flow. Salute. And let me cook, since we on the topic of last night's game, man, let me cook this dude. Let me cook this nigga Jalen Green real quick, though. Jalen Green, man. This is why people say you shouldn't get that bag. You are not worthy of the $200 million. This is why. You come out here, you put up a nice performance in the first game, right, against Utah. Like I said, I wasn't impressed. I was impressed by the team chemistry and everything like that. Everybody was on the same page. It took the second quarter for Jalen Green to get off, right? Everybody still played decent. But I'm strictly talking for is taking that mission. If you that dude, you that dude. If you that dude, you that dude. No, don't nobody have to keep telling you, praising you. You know what I'm saying? I seen an article where Jalen Green took the initiative of asking the coaching staff of, you know, last year in December, hey man, I want a morning routine. I want to tweak my game. I want to work on my game. I want to get consistent. And the organization, the coaching staff was with you. They was rocking with you. They seen your mental, they seen your motivation, they seen your work ethic. I'm not talking about that. Every NBA player should have that mindset of getting better. That should be number one. But what I'm getting at is this is OKC, bro. This is a team where you scored 37 points at the back end of the season when you went on your run. You have Alperen Sengun back. Okay, cool. You don't have no Dylan. You don't have no Fred VanVleet, your general, right? I don't believe Fred played that much that game. I don't even know if he played at all. I have to remember. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is I didn't see that mental. I didn't see that attitude to take over, to lead, to the will to win. You caught fire with 3 threes in the second quarter, but after that, it was null and void. So what I'm trying to say is, bro, this is if you don't step it up, bro. I'm not defending no shit of people saying, "Oh, see, same old Jalen." Told you, Greenlee, same old Jalen. Same old Jalen. You know what I'm gonna say is, you right. I ain't defending no nigga that don't want to put in no work, that don't see that he has the potential to be that. Now, that's still to say, I'm not saying trade none of these guys. Armin Thompson still needs to put in the work. It's called tough love, man. It's called tough criticism. Take it or leave it, man. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Alper Şengün, he didn't have a good shooting night. 3 for 7 from the field. Let me see. Yeah, 3 for 7 from the field, 0 for 2 from the three. But he got his money being aggressive on Chet, knowing Chet can't fuck with him in that post. He too light. He too light for Alper Şengün. Alper Şengün went to the free throw line 12 times, shot 11 for 12 from the free throw. So he got bread at the free throw line with 9 rebounds. Easily could have got 25 and 10. Easily. But back to Armin Thompson, man. And the link is in the chat if y'all want to pull up. The link is in the chat if y'all want to pull up. So I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I want to hear from the fam. I want to hear from y'all, the people that's listening. Do you agree or disagree? Don't be afraid, bro. Come on, man. I want to hear what the people got to say. Is Fred VanVleet the point guard that needs to be re-up with their bag? And do Armin Thompson need to go ahead and accept that he's not a true point guard for this team right now, and just be a transition point guard at the power forward, small forward position going forward? He said OKC is currently losing to the Breakers. What you trying to say, Alex? What you trying to say, dog? You trying to say OKC frauds? OKC fraud? Who they playing? New Zealand. Man, stop it. These dudes, they losing in the first quarter. They're probably turning around. But yeah, man, who playing? Everybody playing? Man, OKC playing they G Leaguers right now, dog. Come on, Alex. OKC playing they G Leaguers right now. But back to the game that we, see is that what I seen last night is the OKC and the Rockets game. OKC Thunder and the Rockets. And at the end of the day, OKC, was showing why they was the best team in the West last year, adding Caruso, adding Hardenstein off the bench. And when you see that in the totality of it, compared to our team, even though we was missing Fred VanVleet, I don't want to put Steven Adams in there because he wasn't part of that last year. He's a new addition, but Jock Landale did play, and we had LP. Uncle Jeff played too. So there's no excuses on that end. Armin Thompson, if he played as good as he is, if he would have played as good as he is, we would have been different. Same with Jalen. Same with Jabbar. Right? All these guys need the consistencies at the level and position that they're playing. So by that being said, Armin Thompson, it's not their point guard just yet. Just yet. I'm just saying just yet. This year you can plug and pull, pull and plug them in at the point guard here and there. But I don't see the playmaking. I don't see the playmaking, man. I don't see the playmaking from Armin Thompson. And he's gonna have to learn from that. And I've seen somebody mention Reed Shepherd as far as being more of a point guard than Armin going forward. And boys didn't want to hear me out when I was trying to make that assessment and saying, like, hey, we drafted 2 guys that could potentially play point guard, Armin Thompson and Reed Shepherd. Reed Shepherd really stayed composed last night against the OKC Thunder. The minutes, everything like that, what it was like 11 points, 3 assists, 4 assists, something like that. Let me look it up. Yeah, Reed Shepherd had he was 5 for 7 from the field with 4 rebounds and 2 assists, 11 points off the bench. So when you're looking at the attention to the details, is he a true point, more of a better true point guard than Amon Thompson? I would say yes. I would say Reed Shepard right now is more of a point guard than Amon Thompson because Reed Shepard can get in some type of situation where he has a vision. He creates the pass and a good pass, a good look pass. Sometimes he has the rookie mistake. Everybody go through the rookie mistakes. But what I'm trying to say is, if he's in trouble, he can pull up for the mid range shot. He can hit a three. You know, I believe if he take the amount of shots that Amon Thompson made or took last night, it would have been a different game last night. It would have been a different game for Reed Shepard, shall I say. It would have been a different game for Reed Shepard. And Reed Shepard just looked just composed. Like he looked comfortable at times where he wasn't forced in the spots. He was, creating open looks. It didn't create as assists, but I understand what he was doing. And, you know, the threes are gonna come along. I do believe the Rockets still drafted him as somebody that you can plug him in at the guard position, but he can wait. He can make threes. You, you could tell they don't want to leave him open. They on his back hip. They on his hip. They running him downhill, making sure that he's utilizing that screen. And when he is utilizing that screen, he's pulling up for the mid range shot. He's pulling up for that open look. You know what I'm saying? Making the open shot. So that's what I see from that point guard position for Reed Shepard. Now we seen from Armin Thompson when he utilizing the screen that he's not confident and he's not confident in taking that mid range shot. I seen the air ball. I was like, close the back door. It's a draft in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't want to see him shooting threes. I don't want to see him shooting threes at all. So at the end of the day, he's not a point guard. School Channel TV say a point guard has to be selfless. He has to create for his teammates. Has to hold on. I'm gonna highlight it real quick, homie. He said a point guard has to be selfless. He has to create for his teammates. Has to make them stronger. Amon is still trying to prove himself. He hasn't. The mental mindset for a PG also maybe hasn't the skill. I mean, the skill set as a point guard, it doesn't look like a full-fledged, like a true point guard in Amon Thompson's, game. Now, it's certain guys that's not true point guard, but they are playmaking duties. Now, if we want to give him that tag, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. But a true point guard, I don't think he's there yet, bro. He ain't there yet, dog. Mario, what it do? Hey, Mario, you there? You on mute, bro?
Yo, yo, what up, Green?
What it do, man? What it do?
What it do, man? Salute to you, man.
Salute, salute, salute.
Yeah, man.
Mario,
So
man. What you got
you
on?
already know
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the
What you got,
topic,
bro?
man.
What you got?
Man, it's gonna be interesting, how they move forward. But I want to first say, man, salute to you, man, for dropping hellified streams, man, as usual, man. I just want to make sure I tell you that, man, it's always an honor to listen, to be a part of, the exclusive family, man. So I just want to drop that. You hear me?
Can y'all
Green, you
hear him?
hear me?
Oh, there you go. What up, Mario? Yeah, yeah. You fell out, bro.
Yeah, no, no,
Hey,
I
I
was just
appreciate
telling.
that, bro. I
Yeah,
appreciate
no
that, man.
doubt, no
Salute to you.
doubt,
Salute
no
to you,
doubt,
bro.
no doubt, no doubt, man. But I just wanted to say that first and foremost, man, because
Yes,
at the
sir.
end of the day, man, you ain't got to do what you're doing, man, and it's greatly appreciated.
And I appreciate that, bro.
No doubt, man. But let's get off into it, man. Uh,
Is
it's
he a
it's
point guard, bro? Is he a point guard? Let's get to it. Is he a point guard right now?
man. I tell you what, I would say, and this ain't no escape, Green. I would say yes and no to an extent because Man, if you recall when Green got going in the month of March, we needed players to be playing by committee, and he was one of them. Green, obviously Almond, and you had the well, not addition, but just a solo piece on our team and Aaron Holiday. So we all had connective pieces that made the offense valid, right? To some extent. So I would say he did show us that he can do a run and gun style of an offense and be a connected piece. But yes, he is definitely not ready to be a point guard, a viable point guard for this organization yet, as of yet. No, I gotta agree with you there. Especially extensively, I wouldn't trust him. He's got a lot of growing to do. So do all of these guys. But directly to him, he doesn't have the skill set yet. But that's why you got Idoka to kind of manage these situations. But it's gonna be interesting. But officially, no, he's not a point guard. I definitely want to see him continue to grow. All of these guys, man, are very young. I believe Cam is the youngest one at 20. And then Reed is actually older than Cam. Can you believe that?
Yeah, that's
But
crazy.
yeah, that's crazy. But I do think that Almond has a lot of growing to do. Um, and one thing, that's not talked about enough is his IQ, right? So when you develop IQ at a young age like that, it's natural. So maybe we jumping the gun on how he's playing the game and how he saw that, So it's gonna take some time. I think he's gonna grow into a shining star. Now he will be. I do believe that he has the capability of being a point guard, but I think it's by committee. I think he's gonna have to be like because when you have guys like Van Fleet come in the game and then when they go to the bench, you need a guy that's gonna come in. Right now, we don't really have a person. Aaron Holiday is a shooting guard. I would say is a point shooter, right? So he comes in the game looking to shoot the ball first. He doesn't come in to make plays for anybody else. You can say Shepard, but he's a rookie. We trying to let this guy grow into a player that we want him to become, which is a hellified, point guard. But he's going to enjoy the rookie season, Green. I don't think he's going to take the reins yet. I think he's more like a project that in the making, and we want to see him become that ultimate
Hmm.
point guard, right? But I don't see that happening just of yet. But um, it's it might have to. It's acceptable, man. We got to accept the fact that Almond is not a point guard yet, man.
Hey,
You know,
let me ask you this real quick before I get to my next one.
come on
Hey, do
now.
you feel like we bring in Fred Van Vliet back on a cheaper deal, and are we ready to give up? Let Fred Van Vliet walk in next offseason, bro.
Oh, absolutely not, man. We gonna keep him. We not letting that boy walk, man. We seeking to find a good contract for him. Recreate our organization and keep this point guard position rocking because it's not gonna take 1 year, Green. It's gonna take two, three, multiple years for Reed Shepard to get going and get his feet wet to be able to figure out where his place is with this offense and then with this organization over the next couple of years. Because he's fresh. He's fresh, Green. Let's just be real. He's fresh, man.
Nah,
So
he
we
is.
have to realize that that's gonna take a lot of time. But piecing everything together right now and watching the two games that I did watch from the preseason, he's definitely not there yet. Clearly he's not there yet. Um, Regardless of what we think, like you had kind of said, it shows that he's not ready yet. And what you want to do is just watch these guys continue to grow. So I'm pretty sure we got the right coaching staff for the job. So he's gonna make sure he put people where they need to be. Um, that's no different than any other rookie that we have out of the seven guys, right? He's gonna make sure that they know where they're supposed to be, their calling card. And I mean, before you kind of get going, man, I do want to say this. I do see a scenario where Almond is not just, and I'm not trying to open up a can of worms, Green, by any means. I do see a case where Almond could be in this year particular because point guard might be out of the case, vouching for that shooting. I mean that small forward slash power forward position. Just like we talk about Cam, fighting for that shooting guard slash small forward position, right?
Mhm.
It's not out of the question. We can't just be like, oh, Cam could be fighting for Green minutes. He also could be fighting for Brooks minutes. Just like we saying Ahmed could fight for Brooks minutes, he also can be fighting for Jabari minutes. So we got to keep all of that in consideration. But yeah, to piggyback on what we talking about, Green, most definitely he is not ready to be our captain or captain. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna take some
Yeah.
time. We got our captain right now, and we need to keep him if we want to continue to be in some sort of playoff running.
Hey, Mario, Genius. What do you do, Genius? Bless up, bless up.
Bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up to the panel, man.
Hey,
Bless
bless
up,
up, James.
Genius. Hey, Genius, what you
Hey,
got,
so
homie? What you got
let me
around?
let me just start with the last question that you asked Mario about Fred Van Vliet, and then I work backwards. So the Rockets are gonna have to pick up that option on Fred, whether we like it or not, bro. We're gonna have to pay him that 40 million next year. Reason why I'm saying that, we don't want to run the risk of declining that option and then he walks, right? Because if we decline the option, yeah, we could say, oh, we could give him another team friendly deal, but I guarantee you, the moment, the second that we let him out of that contract next year, another team, a veteran team, is gonna give him the money and give him the opportunity to win. So we got to be kind of careful with that because I definitely think that Fred Van Vliet is gonna play out these 3 years of his contract because and especially out of necessity because we don't have an option behind him right now that is even worth the risk of losing it. So for all those guys out there who saying Fred Van Vliet is overpaid, well, he's gonna be overpaid next year as well because we ain't letting him out that contract. He's gonna be on that 40 million contract next year. He's gonna play it out, and then we may even need to extend him after that, bro. But not at 40 million. But at that point, now we could negotiate with him and say, hey, take a 3 year deal. Let's let less money, ride it out in Houston, whatever. So I just wanted to start with that. In terms of Armin Thompson, I mean, I agree that he's not ready, but in reality, bro, he hasn't even played 30 games as a point guard in the NBA. If we want to be real about it, because last year is not like he was playing point guard throughout the entire season. There was a good chunk of the season last year that he was playing at the wing. So we got to give him that, right? So he's not really, he doesn't have a lot of NBA experience at the point guard spot. This is maybe, I don't think he's even played 40 games at that position right now. So with that being said, just from what I'm seeing, I agree with you, Green, that in the half court, that's an issue. He's great on the fast breaks, pushing the pace and stuff like that. He's great in transition, but in the half court, not so much. And some of that has to do with the offensive scheme as well. Some of that I'm gonna put some of that on email, and I'm really um, paying a lot of attention to this offense this year because that was one of the problems we had last year with the offense. It was just a vanilla offense, nothing, absolutely nothing creative in the offense at all. And through two preseason games, I'm not seeing any creativity with the offense, and that I'm gonna have to put on email, right? Because if you have Amen Thompson, who's a non-shooter, initiating offense in the half court, you gotta have certain sets being run because we gotta understand that the guys around him. Jalen is not really a catch and shoot player. Alp is not a shooter. Dylan Brooks, yeah, he shot 34, 35% from three last year, but he's not really a knockdown shooter. So the truth is, in the half court, if you have a non-shooting point guard playing with three other non-shooters, then you're gonna have a spacing problem. So Ime is gonna have to be more creative with those lineups. He's gonna, in my opinion, Armin Thompson is gonna thrive with 5 out offense. The big man coming up to the top of the key and setting a good screen for him. He has the entire lane to decide what he wants to do because we all know he's a great downhill finisher. But you need guys that can space the floor to make that type of offense work. So some of that, as I said, it's a personal thing. He's not ready for the half court, yes. And I'm a bit concerned about Ime's creativity because even with Jabari, bro, why I'm going down because I got a chance to rewatch the game last night, and I'm concerned that Ime is not running plays for Jabari in the sense that there's no pin downs, there's no flare screens, nothing that's initiated for Jabari to come off a screen and get a wide open mid range shot, which we know he's not. He's a knockdown shooter in the mid range. Why are you running those pin downs and those screens for him? It's non-existent in the offense, and we all know that Jabari is not gonna create his own shot. So I have to put some of this on email because in the last quarter last night when Reed was playing the majority of the fourth quarter, they were running pin downs for him. He was coming off of those screens, pulling up in the mid range, and that's exactly the type of plays they need to be running for Jabari as well. So Ime is on my radar with the offense. He needs to be more creative, and I did say that I think that he needed to bring in an assistant that can help him run that offense, bro. Because I just don't think that he's a creative offensive mind. He's a great coach, a great leader, and a great defensive mind. But offensively, I'm not seeing it. So that's what I got for the time being, man.
Hey, Genius, do you feel like that he can possibly, Armin Thompson, can be more of a wing player than a point guard? Like going
Yeah,
forward, since
yeah.
we talking about bringing, Fred Van Vliet back, he's taking that extension. That's 40 something. That third year option is a monster. So that means we possibly getting rid of Dylan Brooks then, right? If that's the option, because you have to, re-up Jalen and LP at the same time. So that all-star level contract is going to Fred Van Vliet going into
Well,
next year.
yeah. So this is the thing, though. This is the thing. Yeah. What? Sorry. What was the last question? I just missed that.
Do you feel like Dylan Brooks is on the hot seat as far as like getting
Okay.
up out of
Okay.
here over Fred now?
Well, yeah. I do think that is a possibility that Dylan could get moved. Reason being, there are two clear options behind him. That's feasible. You got Tari Eason who can slide into that position, and you got Armin who can slide into that position. So if they need to keep Fred Van Vliet on that contract, and they need to re-sign the Jalen and RP, then most likely Dylan Brooks is the guy who's gonna get moved along with
But y'all
some
didn't
of the
see
pieces.
the Armin Thompson just didn't look comfortable. The offense, the whole team just didn't look as comfortable with a legitimate point guard out there. Hey Yazin, how you feel about that, man? Do you feel like the offense was just like it was just stagnant because of that, or how you feel about the whole OKC and Rockets?
Yeah, man. Let me say this. Watching last night's game was just depressing. I'll start off with that. To your point, I mean, it's just he looked uncomfortable. The offensive scheme in general just looked uncomfortable. Nobody really looked like they knew what their role was on the team. It was just like your turn, my turn between Jalen, LP at times. And to your point earlier, man, your point guard is the guy who needs to set the scene, right? Like he needs to be the guy. He gets the ball and he decides who gets the ball next and who he passes out to. Amy Thompson, high IQ, very high passing capabilities, but in terms of reading the floor, he might be able to do that. But as a point guard, what do you expect from your point guard? Greenleaf? You expect him to be able to shoot, right? Whether that's from the mid range or from the three or both. And you
Yeah.
expect them to have good handling because A point guard needs good handling. He needs to be one with the ball because when he's dribbling and he's going around the screen and whatnot, he needs to be able to look around, read the defensive players, what the other team's doing, and be able to see what all the four other guys, his teammates, are doing at the same time. Are they making a cut? Are they open? Do they have a mismatch? So your handling needs to be on point. And if it's not, you also need to be able to shoot at any time. If you have a little bit of space, you need to be able to create that threat where the other team has to be on your ass at the entire time. Because if you can't shoot, they're going to give you a little bit more space to do. They're going to be able to defend your other teammates. So for me, Amin Thompson, he might have that potential in the future, but in the near term, it's actually very concerning because I think a lot of the guys here in the Rockets community in general, they thought that Amin Thompson would be, the next point guard after Fred, but I think it's going to take some time. And if you look at the next guy up, which is Reed Shepherd, I think he is more capable of being the second point guard today than Amin Thompson is because he can do everything that I talked about. He can shoot from the mid range. He has a very good mid range. He can shoot from the three, and he sees the floor. He has a high IQ and passing capability just as much as Evan Thompson. So between the two, man, like I think Reed is right there. And in terms of other positions, I think Evan Thompson is better on the wing just because he's athletic and he can, he might not be able to shoot, but he can make cuts and he's athletic. So
No,
I'll
that's
say
true.
that's
I
best.
I see Reed Shepard being more of a point guard than Ahmed Thompson, and that's just straightforward with it. I just believe that from what I see, I just see like it's no Ime is not gonna put like even though Reed Shepard is like 6'3", 6'2", he's not gonna put him in a bad situation. He didn't put Ahmed Thompson in a bad situation last year, so I trust Ime Udoka's vision as far as how he sees his players. And putting Armor Thompson at the wing, the first game against Utah, yes, cool. It's against Utah. The dude looked dominant, looked good.
Hmm.
But against, OKC, a team that's on a higher level, it didn't look the same at the point guard position. Like it could have looked different at the wing position. He still would have been guarding Shea at the same time, but uh at the point guard overall, our offense did look right. And now Genius did mention Ime Udoka, and he's holding Ime Udoka accountable to his offensive schemes, which we trying to figure it out. But the fact that you trying to decide like who is your offense going to run through and how guys are going to get your offense set up, a la Ahmed Thompson. Is Ahmed Thompson going to set your offense up? I haven't seen it. It just looked like he was sped up and he didn't see the floor the right way, in my opinion, from the whole game last night.
That's facts.
I
And I
mean,
mean,
that's
so
yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, man. And all these young guys, man, had to. I don't think they have considered what must be done as a whole to sustain a point guard position, man. That's your captain. It takes a lot of preparation and skill to be able to do that. Yeah, IQ is one thing, right? We see that in our center. Uh, LP has IQ. It has IQ. We see Van Fleet with IQ. You have to be able to read the court well and understand your position and on where you're supposed to be. And he does a great deal of that. Y'all alluded to it, all of you guys. Van Fleet knows where to be. He has great leadership, and he puts people in position to be successful. And and these young guys, they need to look at that as a reflection, to understand that it takes it takes a leader to be able to show the troops where to go. Now, maybe it's just the immaturity stage. Maybe they're all young, they're still developing, and we're hopeful that one day they can become, these almighty guys that we might see and shine like stars, man, and be all stars one day, right? But it's gonna take a lot of time. Right now, we know that Van Fleet is real decisive with his decision making. Specifically, on both sides of the court, defensively and offensively. So he has great structure skills, and we see when he's not on the court, it's gonna have to be by committee this whole season, guys. And that's a little scary, guys. If you want to be honest, it's a little scary. So Jalen Green, we that's a whole nother animal. But I will say this: when he had that phenomenal month of March. those guys did play by committee, and we're talking about Jalen Green and and Thompson in the point guard position. And I know we was all talking about it last year, guys. Armin was shedding point guards down on defense. He was locking them up. You know, he was his defense. We not talking about his defensive mindset, but he was locking these guys up, and it starts that way, right? But he has to understand that it's more than just defense when it comes down to being a captain on a team. You have to play both sides of the ball well, and your IQ has to match up with your decision making. And we didn't see that um last night and in totality. So it's gonna take time. It's unfortunate that we are in this position when we did draft him to be our future point guard, but it's just gonna take more time
And think
than we
about it, Mario.
realize.
As a point guard, being drafted as a point guard, their true mission is to get assists. A point guard mindset is to get assists, get the team involved, get the team comfortable. Like granted, Ahmed Thompson, that's I haven't seen that from him. Reed Shepard, the assist rate is not there, but he's trying to fit in as that shooting point guard, where he can run the offense and he can escape from, what I'm saying, like taking that mid range jump, pull it up from three. We haven't seen the threes at a high clip yet, but I'm pretty sure it's coming. He has to get into his flow and things like that of that nature. But if we just talking about Reed Shepard point guard, Ahmed Thompson point guard, I'm gonna take Reed Shepard as a point guard over Ahmed Thompson right now.
Oh,
Because
you're doing it
I
right
can utilize that
now.
more.
Facts, facts, facts. Me too, man.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point. I do see your point there, Green. At the end of the day, it just can't be taken for granted, man, how good Van Fleet has been as a whole for this organization, man. I cannot,
That's a fact.
recommend
That's
it
why I
enough,
believe we should
man.
bring them back, bro. I believe we should bring them back, whether however the situation may come, whether they picking and choosing between Jaden and LP, and they're gonna eat into their salary cap, and we have to bring Fred Van Vliet to Genius' point about taking that accepting that 3rd year option or renegotiate some things because of Jalen Green and Alfred Shingun that made a deal, or if they're trying to bring somebody in. You know what I'm saying? Or a trade might happen in the midst of the season. So we don't know. But at the end of the day, right now, I feel like we should bring Fred Van Vliet back. Just so the fact that I'm seeing that the point guard position is going to be detrimental for us, as a team, to get these guys in the offense in some type of rhythm and some type of flow. Straight up, Fred, too important right now for us, dog. Like, the 17 to 8 or 9, whatever it was in assists, we gonna need them assists. I'm telling you, when Stephen Curry came in, he what 4 years, he was averaging about 5 or 6 assists. You know what I'm saying? That's what I needed. When we had Kevin Porter Jr. Oh, he ain't no point guard, but the dude came out and averaged 6 assists in his first time coming, and then the second year he averaged 7 assists, I believe. He averaged 19 and 7 or 18 and 7. So what I'm trying to say is, bro, that point guard position is a heavy duty, and if these guys have IQ like we say they do, I want to see the IQ from the assist because that's setting up that's setting up the table for everybody to eat. You the general with the rock in your hands. We don't need to put Jalen as a playmaking guard. Now we got to switch up Jalen. Now we got to put him at the playmaker. Now we got to put Cam Whitmore as a playmaker because Ahmed Thompson, the defense don't take him serious because all he can do is go downhill, and after a ball screen, you collapse the paint. Now he's panicking. He's looking for the open shooter. He's looking for the open shot. Some guys open, but it might not be there. So now you have to take your jump shot. Are you confident in your jump shot, Ahmed Thompson? Hell no. No, you're not. We all see it. We're not trying to shit on you, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They grown men, they can take it. So at the end of the day, when it comes back to Reed Shepard with it, what Reed Shepard do? Pull up for that midi, splash it, cash it. He might pick up his dribble, but that's a rookie thing. He has to understand to keep his dribble alive. But when he does that, he sees the open corner. He's kicking it out. He's throwing it ahead, 7 seconds or less type of shit. Without Mike D'Antoni. So you understand that Reed Shepard is, in my opinion, he's more fit at the point guard position because of his tangibles and the way he can bail you out when the defense collapsing in the paint because Reed Shepard don't have to make a layup every time. If they gonna play you as far as like cut off his mid range or cut off his three, okay, I'm gonna hit you with the hezzy and keep it moving, make a layup. You know, you creep up your game on these guys like that in the NBA. That's why I told them dudes in the summer, Mario, and them strays. Now put Reed Shepard out there. Let them go out there with the Wolves. Shit. Put them out there because if we don't, we holding their hand, walking them through the park. Ah man, sometimes you just gotta let them go and experience and take the leash off of these little young dogs, bro. Let them go out there. They know how to get theirs. So that's just how I feel, bro. I just feel like Armin Thompson's not that point guard. You know.
Yeah,
Now
I
I
agree.
still
Yeah,
believe that he's our Swiss Army knife at the highest order.
Of course.
I agree with with your sentiment about Reed Shepard being probably a better prospect at the point. At this particular time, I definitely 100% agree with that because he has more tools in his bag to facilitate that position. I agree. If Armin Thompson is gonna be a half court set up the team type of point guard and not just a transition point guard, he's gonna have to develop some kind of whether a mid range shot or a floater or something. He's gonna have to develop something that he can counter coming off of those picks and stuff like that. So I 100% agree that Reed is probably ahead of him as a true point guard on this team. You know, and I already see that Fred is already taking him under his wings. You know, from what I've seen in the training camp. So I think that Reed could be the option behind Fred eventually down the road. And Armin is more of a transition type of point guard coming off of those fast breaks and stuff like that. But he's definitely going to have to develop some type of mid range game, though, for that to work out long term, you know?
Yeah, so James, I'm not saying, that he's not a point guard. Neither am I saying that it's not a possibility. So you don't see no point guard, potential in this guy in the future?
Yeah. I'm saying I see it, but he has to develop some other complementary skills to be effective in that role. Because if all you're gonna do is just come off of a pick and go downhill, that's easy to game plan again. So, like I said, he's gonna have to develop a floater or some type of mid-range shot, whether you bank it off the board like Russell Westbrook, Russell Westbrook type of thing.
You don't,
If
hey
not,
Gene, you don't think it's
mhm.
it's what Ime Udoka did last year? Put him in the dunker spot.
Yeah, I,
But if we
I,
do
I
that,
agree.
it takes away from Jabari. Well, he's better than Jabari at the dunker spot. But Jabari, he's a better stretch floor type of big than Armin. So I think
Hey
Jabari has
man,
more of a better weapon. And then you take away from, possibly Cam Whitmore at the three. And you take a well, that's the three. Well, the power forward dunker spot, Armin Thompson. You have Tyrese. That's what I mean. That's what I'm looking for. Tyrese and Jabari and those type of guys. And then the paint will be clogged because we know LP cooks in the paint. And then you have big men who can't stretch the floor at a high clip like that. So they have to be somewhere in that trajectory, like of being in that dunker spot because you have to drop it off sometime if you're a guard.
yep. So this is why we all know that all these pieces are not necessarily gonna fit. You know, whether we like it or not, this is probably the year that some of these guys are gonna start getting moved. I wouldn't be surprised if even a guy like Jabari gets moved if we can't find a way to get him incorporated into the offense and he's not really a rim protector. So what is he doing? Because if he's not giving you much on the offensive end and he's not a rim deterrent, he's not the greatest rebounder, then what is he doing out there? You might as well put Tari Eason in that spot because at least you know you're gonna get great defense. He's gonna rebound the ball with intensity and he can knock down a three. So I'm honestly speaking, I'm worried about Jabari keeping his starting spot this year because in year one under Steven Silas, he just got that by definition of where he was drafted. And last year he dodged a bullet because Tari Eason got injured basically the whole damn year. This year, if Tari stays healthy, it's not far fetched that he's gonna get benched for Tari, bro. I'm not lying, bro. He's probably gonna get benched for Tari because unless he comes around by the time the season starts, what I'm seeing in the first two preseason games, he's been a non-factor, and we
Yeah,
can't
well,
have that.
what James, he was brought here to essentially be our stretch floor shooting power forward, right? With the versatility of becoming all star to making, trying to work on his craftability and becoming a real good uh, uh I guess ball handler, right? Where he's gonna stretch the floor and have that versatility to shoot at all three levels, right? But
Hmm.
he hasn't he hasn't yet to get to that point. So in saying that, do you think that Udoka's system is holding him back, or because he is a specialty talent. I just don't know what it is at this point because y- you might be backtracking offensively if you start deviating away from him. You get my point? So if you go with Almond in a sense, right? He won't be able to spread the floor. He can't stretch the floor out. Or if you go with, let's say, Tari Eason, yeah, he can shoot decent, but not at a magnitude of Jabari. I just don't think Jabari is aggressive enough like Tari. See, Tari worked on his game, so he knows how to dribble, bring the ball up and down the court, so he can create for himself. Now, yeah, he can be a little too erratic at times, but to get back what I'm saying, do you think that we're taking a step back if we decide to, for more or less bring him off the bench or change his role?
Well, to be honest, I think it's a little bit of both. I think that Ime is not really doing a great job of running some plays for him, getting him in a rhythm, so that he catches a rhythm, and then he's gonna usually when Jabari gets going early, he plays very well, right? In terms of
X.
moving him out of the starting lineup, it would be last resort, but let's see what he looks like with Fred because you know what I don't want to overreact to last night because like the point that we're trying to make tonight is that when you're not playing next to a true point guard, everything looks off. So I'm not gonna judge him based on last night's game.
Yeah,
I wanna
Jalen
I
needs a
wanna
point guard.
yeah, I wanna see
Al P needs a point guard. Jabari needs a
right,
point.
right, right,
All three of these guys, genius, need a point guard to set them up and get them the best shot available and running some things through
right.
them.
I don't
And
So I
know,
wanna
Green. I
see
don't know, Green. I don't think
because
all three of them need it. I
no,
think I think
no,
Jabari needs it though. You're right. Jabari need it,
well, he
but the
needs
other
it the
two can
most.
get going.
He
Yeah, yeah,
needs it
yeah.
the most. But I still feel like Jalen need a point guard next to him to like a real point guard because before what I'm saying I met you guys, they was trying to cook me saying, oh, Kevin Porter Jr. ain't a point guard, this and that. I'm like, okay, cool. They experimented, right? So you get Fred Van Vliet here, and he's more of a true point guard than Kevin Porter Jr. Like they do the same thing. They get their shots off, they make threes at a high clip, and they can get above 7 some assists. But as a true point guard, I think Fred more fit because he's more proven, and he can elevate these guys' game to another level as far as work ethic, some mentorship and things of that nature, right? But if we just talking about getting these guys open shots, of course they can get their own shot. Alp can get his own shot. You throw it to him, he can get his own shot in the post. Jabari, eh, it's it's not there yet because the handles, the creating your own offense. I don't think Jabari has it like that. So we agree on that. But Jalen, he can get his own shot. but Jalen is also is a volume two guard scorer. He's a guy we seen it last year where he got his own offense, but he was the focal of the offense. You know what I'm saying? The offense was running through him off of his impact. But at the same time, he still needed a point guard next to him, like Fred Van Vliet, to be there in crucial times to really, settle down. You know what I'm saying? Let's calm down at times. I'm gonna pick the we're not gonna go straight through Jalen. We're gonna go through this, we're gonna go through this, we're gonna go through that. So that's what I mean about these guys need a point guard next to them. It's not because they don't have the offensive package, you know what I'm saying, the one-on-one offensive package. But as far as the overall team, a generalization of the team, they need a general on the court.
Yeah,
And
and
they
Green,
didn't have that last night.
let me say this, man. To the point that you're making, bro. If you looked at the game last night, we were sorely missing a point guard because look at this. Alp only made only took 7 shots, bro. 7 shots in the first 4 minutes of the game. Alp did not even touch the ball. It was Dylan Brooks tunnel vision, Jabari Smith trying to ISO, Jalen ISO.
Jalen jacking up three, not jacking up threes,
Right.
but just that's all he
So
was taking was threes.
right. So that's what I'm saying. There's no way if Fred Van Vliet was playing last night, 4 minutes would have gone in the game without RP touching the ball because that's what a point guard does. They know the hierarchy of the offense and they know who's the best players. They know to get persons in their spots, stuff like that. So it was amazing when I was rewatching it that the whole 4 minutes of the game, LP didn't even take a shot, bro. That's definitely a point guard issue.
That's what I mean about Ahmed Thompson knowing his personnel. If you're a point guard, you should understand you don't need to have Ime Doka barking at you. Hey, Ahmed, get LP a shot. Get Jalen a shot. No, you should understand the game. You should have that. That's why I don't believe the game is slowed down yet for Ahmed Thompson. Just like Jalen Green trying to work on his, what I'm saying, slowing the game down for his game. I think it's the same way for Ahmed Thompson at the point guard position because you have to get your teammates involved, bro. And he wasn't doing that. Like Gene said, like you said, bro. LP 7 shots all game. Come on, bro. You Ahmed Thompson took more shots than LP.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks took
Yeah,
more shots than LP.
yeah,
That can't
that was
that
crazy.
can't happen.
Nah, that can't.
That's
I
crazy.
agree. Yeah,
Come
I
on,
agree with
man.
that sentiment, man.
So
But
Seven
yeah,
shots for your best player, and Dylan Brooks took like 12 shots.
what are we doing right
Um,
now? So that
Jabari
can't
only had
Jabari,
happen.
Jabari
five shots.
with 5 shots. Come
Five
on, man.
shots.
5 shots.
The number three pick. That can't happen, man. That's what I'm saying. Ime needs to establish a better hierarchy. He needs to establish some
Yeah.
plays for Jabari. They need to work on some plays for him, though. Like literally,
So
they need to be intentional about some plays for Jabari.
And we seen it, bro, where you get Jabari going early, good things happen. Good things happen.
Yep.
Like just getting him involved makes him play harder, makes him play more, more involved, whether it's defense impactfully or if it's offense if he making shots. I believe LP, Jalen, and saying all these other guys, Ahmed Thompson, even if Fred Van Vliet was out there, if Jabari was going, they was gonna let him go continuously. Go throughs, until the defense can do something about it. Then we can, switch something up. But we didn't have that. The guys wasn't comfortable. We was turning. We had 8 turnovers in the first quarter. Like, like, come on, man, come on. So it just shows you the immaturity as far as like just having these guys ready at the point guard and being set up. So yeah, I don't believe Ahmed Thompson ready at the point guard. But he
Yeah,
did look
man.
good on the wing. He do look good on the wing transition point guard duty.
Yeah, yeah, that's a fact, man. Like he can run and gun with the best of them, and his IQ is all through the charts when it comes down to that style. But through every game, it's gonna slow down, and then he's clueless. He don't know where to go. So to become a better unit, obviously we see the blueprint. You need a point guard, and Van Fleet did just that, man. So essentially, yeah, reshipping in a couple of years, like you guys been saying, and we see that kind of in the making, right? But you know, from what I'm seeing, the vast majority of these guys are young, promising, but young, and they got a lot of work to do. I mean, Udoka, yeah, I get it, Green. That boy, he gonna shout it to the mountaintop. Hey, youth is not an excuse. But man, he ain't get them boys, Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown, man, and they 20, 21 years old, man. He got them boys a little older than this, so they kind of
Yeah,
young. They still at that they still at the baby stage right now. So I mean, yes, those young legs, those young athletic fresh legs they got might get them over a lot of games this year, Green, because of the athleticism. The fact that we can go to our bench and get fresh legs that can run and gun with the best of them. They're gonna keep us in games. But in saying all that, you still need a viable point guard to lead the troops. And Van Fleet, man, his story, man, it's just inspiring, man. He got the whole package, man. He started from the bottom, man. And the fact that he got a championship ring and he decided to, hey, yeah, I'll go and play with some young guys and coach them up. I mean, that's inspiring. His journey is solidified, man. So I give him kudos for that, man. He's engaged in games. He's always trying to show leadership, you know. But in order for us to stay relevant, Green, we gonna need him definitely. Now, what's gonna happen if he get hurt? Now, God forbid he gets hurt. But if something happen that way, then you gonna need Reed Shepard to just kind of pick up his ability along with you know getting mentorship from Van Fleet, and that's what you want to see. That's what we want to see from Armin and some of these other guys. Hey, get the leadership while you got it, because when it's gone, you're on your own. So it's not a guarantee that Van Fleet gonna be here. So just soak up all the information you can while you got that in your back pocket.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's so true. That's real. And to be honest with you, we may have to get a point guard in a trade or something. Somebody who can just an insurance policy
Malcolm
because
Brogdon.
well, that's something that we may. No, that's no joke. We may have to revisit that situation, because the truth is, bro, the way things looking, we're in the same spot that we were last year. Just a Fred VanVleet injury away from just not making the playoffs.
Hold on,
But
hold on,
hey,
James. Hold on, James. Hey,
but
we ain't gonna
Mario,
tip. You trying to say we tempering our expectations?
but
No.
Mario,
I'm saying that
not
everything hinges on Fred VanVleet's health. That's not a
yeah,
great
yeah, yeah.
situation
If
to be in.
but I was gonna say, you know what I'm saying, just to bite off what you saying about his story, like that goes back to what I want people to understand, like how Fred Van Vliet is so important to this squad, bro. The dude story just tell you everything that needs to be said. He got it the hard way. And all these top draft picks, you know what I'm saying? You know, you 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 a top draft pick, right? And it's almost solidified that you're gonna get the bag or you're gonna be, exceptional player going forward with the highest potential and things like that. Look at what they're doing with Reed Shepard. They saying the next 5 years he's gonna be the best guy in the draft. Nigga, why didn't I say that right now then? You know what I'm saying? So, but that shows you Reed Shepard is coming to a situation along with Ahmed Thompson, Jalen Green, and Alper Shingun getting that shit now in year two with Ime Udoka. With Dylan Brooks and the veterans, Uncle Jill, Fred. Like Fred is showing you still have to work. It don't matter what you was drafted as. You still have to work for it. You still have to put in that work. And they looking at me like, oh, I'm getting paid $40+ million. I don't deserve that. I'm getting paid like Kyrie. Who gives a damn? That mean I worked his ass. A team that wants my leadership. How I got it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people look up to Kyrie, but is Kyrie really the answer for this situation? Was James Harden the answer for this situation? Is a Paul George the answer for this situation? They have the name tag, but no, not for this situation. If you want LP to be an all-star, let him get on his own merit. If Jaden is like that, let him get on his own merit. A dude that wasn't was undrafted is getting paid $40-something million, right? And we having a discussion about bringing him back and get paid on the 3rd-year option. You did because y'all ain't showed it yet. You guys have not shown it yet, and we seen it. So his story, Mario, is true. You know what I'm saying? And Genius. Uh, I think you said Ahmed Thompson is more fit at the wing, right? He's gonna start in front of Dylan Brooks. That's what you said, bro.
Yeah, I think that by the trade deadline somewhere around there, I don't think in the initial part of
But my
the
my
season.
thing, my thing, it's still gonna be the same thing, Genius. Whether it's at the point guard or at the wing, can he stretch the floor for us? Can he shoot that three? And I'm
Yeah.
not tagging him as no 3 and D. I'm just gonna tag him as a defender and a dunker. Hey, Laro,
Yo, what's up, man?
what's up, man? What you got, bro? What's up? What you stepped in on?
Hey, what I want to say, I've been listening for a while, man. It's refreshing for you to have a stream like this, bro. You know what I mean? Hey, bro, as far as Fred goes, do I think he's worth the bread? No. Do we absolutely need him? Most definitely, yes. I never had a problem with Fred personally. I just didn't think that he was, pretty much a max dollar player, right? But for what he brings us, I mean, we definitely do need him, and we got to have him. So, I mean, he's probably the highest IQ player on. Well, no, let me take that back. He's not the highest IQ because Craig can get the shot chucking just like a whole lot of guys on his team. But we most definitely do need him, bro.
Hey,
We do need.
Laro, are we bringing him back? I got two questions. Are we bringing him back first? Are we bringing him back for a cheaper deal, or are we accepting that 3rd-year option? In your opinion?
You know what? In my opinion, I think that contract is worth a lot this season, bro. It's worth a
No,
lot.
I'm talking about going forward next
That's
offseason.
what I'm saying. Going
Okay,
forward,
okay.
I don't know how. I mean, it depends on how the season is going
I got you.
because
I got you.
you know.
Playoffs, he could look amazing, and then he could shit the bed, possibly.
Well, I mean, man, if we in the playoff run, there's no way I get rid of Fred. But as far as like the 3rd year, right, that's around the same year we got to start paying Jalen and LP if they're gonna be with the team. So it's
That's what I'm
Tillman.
talking about.
It's just
That's what I'm
Tillman
talking about.
willing to go in the luxury tax for paying a guy like Fred all that money, man. That's. Do I think they'll be able to do it? I mean, technically, yes, but we do have other players coming up that's gonna need nice contracts or whatever, depending on how the season goes. So I think a lot of it will, be predicated on like who steps up this year. Like if Tari proves that he's worth another contract, or just anybody else. So I mean, it's. I don't think they're away all year. Man, it's in the
Hey,
air,
hey,
Green. It's in
it's
the
a lot.
air. What
Yeah,
you think, bro? You think
it's a
we
lot of
should?
shit, huh?
You think we should bring him back for another big old bag, bro? I mean, the
Now, hey,
season got to really play out
but
though. I mean, it's
but this
hard to
what I
kind
was
of say that in
this what I
preseason
was
right
trying to
now.
get to though. This is what I was trying to get to. Like,
Hmm.
I make the statement a couple of times before that. We if the Rockets want to take that route as far as not extending Jalen Green and LP this summer, right? I mean, this summer, yeah, before the season starts. If they don't decide to extend them, we can see who's built like what in the playoffs in the regular season. You know what I'm saying? We already know what Jalen looked like. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see what it looked like in year 2. He made Udoka. I want to see what LP looked like in year 2. He made Udoka. All these guys really. So we talking about contracts and guys coming back for a better
10 days.
deal and things like that. Fred VanVleet is on that list too. Like going out into the off season. So if we bring in Fred back, it has to show me, along with LP and Jalen, what they look like if we get to that playoff play-in situation. What do you look like? If Fred VanVleet looks like uh he wet the bed in the 7-game series as a true general. I'm not talking about no off the bench player. You getting paid max dollars leading his team. What do you look like? Can't you last year you were talking about 1, 2, 3 playoffs? You
Hmm.
know, we almost got there, but that was on Jalen's merit at the back end of the season. But that's here or there. You feel me? But
Uh-huh.
this year, if Fred Van Vliet wets the bed in the 7 game series, are we bringing him back $40+ million? And
Bro, if we
then are we
if,
extending Jalen Green and LP if they look like what they look like? Like
bro,
that's
if
what
we
I'm analyzing.
bro, if we go
I
to the
think RP
playoffs,
getting his contract in the next 10 days. To be honest with you,
mm,
honestly, based on the first two games of the preseason, I think that he's gonna get that contract. This with it, I wouldn't be surprised. Sometime next week, we're here talking about RP 250.
man,
That's
I
just
don't.
Two
my
Hey,
hunch, man.
hey, Jeans, what about this?
Jeans
What
for
if you got to
250.
take a
God
little
damn.
haircut, man, just to get that guarantee this year, man? If you were
Yeah,
LP or LP's representatives, what I mean, shouldn't you think about that? We don't have to give it to you right now. We can just give it to you
yeah.
next year. You know, I
Facts.
I'm
mean,
just I'm just messing with the 250, but I do think he's gonna get something close to a max though. I think he's gonna get something above 200. I don't know if it's gonna be quite up to the 220. But I do think he's gonna get maybe something around the 200.
So these first
And,
two games, y'all, since you know what I'm saying, it's just us up here. From what y'all seen, first two preseason games.
yep, I think that he's the most consistent player, and I just think that he's if we were on the fence about who's the best player on the team, I think that
Mhm.
that conversation is over for the time being. LP is the best player on the team. It
LP the
can
best
change
player.
down the road, but right now, as of right now, he is without a doubt the best player on the team. And I think the first two games has shown that in the preseason. Yes, it's preseason, but we're taking data on every game, So because these four games, if these are the games that's going to determine if we give them an extension before the season or let them wait, I would say that LP just made his case that he should get the money.
Yeah,
That,
yeah.
that
What
that's
it
Like,
my
showed,
personal opinion.
what it kind of showed me is that the strategic reality is Edoga is gonna continue to be highly critical of all these guys, man. When you watch that, well, I ain't gonna lie to you. When you watch them play that second game, it's gonna be a lot of decisions that's gonna be made during the season, and some guys gonna have to sit down if you're not gonna perform at a high level. But to answer your question, Green and whole, I seen a lot. I mean, Jabari looked like a role player. Um, uh, you can see he's one dimensional when it comes down on the offensive end. So if nobody's not getting him going, he really can't create for himself. His
facts.
his goal his
LP
goal,
not
yeah,
LP not finna get him involved. Jaden not
you're
finna get
right.
the bar no open
You're right.
shot because to get him flowing. Like, no, them niggas trying to get it. They trying to get
They
there
trying to get
too.
their own.
They
Yeah,
trying to get their
because
shit.
yeah. LP already kind of look at himself as, hey, I'm the best or the second best player on this team. So I mean, it's not even about when I got drafted no more. The team sees me and they understand what I'm worth. So LP showed everybody on the platform when the lights was bright. Okay, well hell, if nobody gonna create for me, then I go out there and just create for myself. And he did just that. He got the ball and he went to work and he put up them numbers, man, double double. And that's what you want to see from your center. Just hey, when the lights bright, shine. So, but yeah, we seen what Jabari would do, and essentially, how his game is. It's just a little disappointing. I'm not gonna jump the gun, Green, but it's a little disappointing when you see how he got drafted, and we looked at him as, oh, okay, we going obviously we drafted him over Jaden Ivey. We drafted him over Murray, right? We drafted him right to be
Hey,
this
Mario.
high quality shooter, right? That's gonna go out there and stretch the floor like Clay Thompson. You did? So I
Hey,
thought that's what
Mario.
we was getting, man. I thought we was getting that guy. And then the second year, genius, and I'm gonna let you have it, man. He looked like borderline all star in summer league, right? He came out
Hey,
crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and then guess what? Like Green always say on the podcast, man. shit off the pot, man. So you gotta get out there, show what you're capable of, man, or you're gonna get left behind, like Laro keeps saying. So he gotta understand that.
Hey, look at this, bro. What's his name? Rafael Stone wet the bed on that draft, bro. Like I said last night, I think he just did the routine thing with the Jabari pick, bro. I think that he wanted Banquero all the way, and he didn't have a plan B because, bro, think about this. J Dub was drafted number 12, and he's almost uh he's already the second best player on the Thunder, and he's looking like an all-star, bro. That guy is gonna be a superstar in this league. Take my word for it. J Dub, bro. That
Oh,
guy is
he the next hard out of OKC.
exactly,
That's what you
bro.
telling me.
But
That's what you telling
That's
me.
what I'm saying, bro.
but check this out. Hey, genius.
He was
Who
drafted number 12,
genius?
and
What
Jabari was
GM?
drafted number 3. Think about that, bro.
Genius. What GM do you know besides maybe Sam Presti, right? That gets 100 for 100 with high draft picks, bro. That's hard to do, bro. It honestly is.
But that's
And I
true.
think
That's
he more
true.
than made up for that with the mid round picks with LP and Tari Eason, bro. Like, come on, man. He can't get them all right.
That's what I'm saying. I
But
think that Rafael Stone is good with the late picks. He's not good with the early picks, bro. He's not good with the early picks because he just drafted guys who were projected. He just went off of the NBA mock drafts and the consensus number ones and twos. And that's why he drafted Jabari, because in my opinion, bro, when Chet came off the board and when Paulo Banchero came off the board, I wasn't really very high on Jabari, to be honest, because I knew from
nah,
college
hey,
that,
I
that
was.
he
I ain't
was
gonna care. I ain't gonna care. I seen the defensive, you know what I'm saying? Because we had Christian Wood at the time. And I said we could draft somebody that could replace this dude. At first, it was looking like we had Caro, but
in the bag, yo.
my dude, I felt like Jabari was a better shooter coming in, better than Christian Wood, right? Along with Caro, but and he was a better defender. He can transition to a better defender, put it like that. He had the projection. Just you know what I'm saying, just from his college status and everything. And he still has that slightly potential. But I want to get it for Jabari is like, do you think Jalen Green and Alper Shingun, as far as like the offense, mostly those two guys are taking up like the shots? You have Fred Van Vliet. Is it hard for Jabari to really get an offense run through him to make him feel like he's that guy too as well? Or is it just like he's he just don't have that motor? You know what I'm saying?
B
Is it what's
B
up?
It's a little bit of
because
both.
because it's kind of funny how Tari can come in the game and get his buckets up, whatever he doing, bro, and they pretty
Yeah,
much
but
can
but
be
but
interchangeable.
but their mentality is different, though. You know what I'm saying? Lero, like Tyrese is hungry. He's hungry for a Jabari Smith spot. Cam Whitmore is hungry for a Jalen Green spot. Alper Shingun is hungry because he's not a top 10 pick, a lottery pick.
Hey,
They hungry for that.
speaking of hungry
So these
green,
guys that are top 3 pick, Reed Shepard, Amon Thompson, Jabari Smith Jr., and Jalen Green, they're guaranteed some things to a certain degree, and they're in a situation where they have to really fight for it. But I'm just saying, like, they're more hungry than these dudes that we looking at.
it's kind of hard to be hungry when you grew up a rich kid, dog. I wouldn't know nothing about that, but I mean, just look at it. Hey, man, he
I mean,
don't have that dog in him, bro. He
I
don't
don't
have the
know how
dog in him.
I don't know how rich these dudes is, but
I'm talking about when he was
I get
coming
the
up,
sentiment.
having an
Hey,
NBA dad and things like that, bro. When has he ever had to fight for something, man? I mean, he grew up with the natural athletic ability. He's 16, so he gonna play anyway. Anyway, I mean, I see too much, man. Somebody getting his shot blocked by point guards. I mean, you seeing you right
Yeah, that
behind
type of
somebody,
shit.
you see a
I
shot
agree
go
with you
up.
on that.
Like, come on, bro.
That type of stuff, it can't happen, bro. When I seen that last night, I was like, come on, bro. Shea blocking your shot. He ain't even known as a no defender. When the last time
Yeah,
somebody,
but
oh, Shea locked his ass up, he get a steal or something, but straight up block, bro. Armin Thompson did that to who was it? Mo Bamba, Bobo, and he 7'3". So when I look at Jabbar, you know what I'm saying, and I'm like, come on, Jabbar, you have to have more of a motive than that, dog. What up, J Dog?
Yeah,
What up? What
man.
up?
The other thing he been saying he gonna work on his
Go with it.
ball handling skills for 3 years. Oh my bad, J Dog.
No, you
Salute.
good,
Go
Mario.
ahead. Yeah,
Yeah, you worked on his
go
ball handle. What'd you say?
Yeah, nah, he been saying he gonna work on his ball handling skill for 3 years, man. He's like, oh, don't worry, guys. In the interviews, man, I'm gonna get around to it. I just got drafted, man. Come on, man. Look, you gotta dedicate, you know, mind, body, and soul to this game if you want to be great. If you just want to be good and make the cash, that it's gonna separate you. So you got to come out there with a different aggression. Some of these guys, like Laro said, came from nothing. He had things handed to him. So you gotta. It's a different type of responsibility that he has to understand for the Houston Rockets. I'm the starting power forward position on the starting power forward position. If you don't take care of your business, somebody easily can come off the bench and take it.
Hey, hey, J Dog, what it do?
What up, fam? Salute, man. It's good with it.
Salute.
And shit, man. Y'all cooking.
Hey, man, what you got on? What you been hearing, man? If you want to start off with where we left off, or you want to cook on the topic.
Uh, we can cook on Jabbar a little bit, man. I know the topic is about Armand being a point guard. I don't even really. My case been. Hey, look. Everybody know my position on that, bro. You feel me? I can elaborate on it a little bit, but I'd rather go into the Jabbar thing because people know how what I stand with the arm and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we don't need to be the dead horse coming from me. But I'll say this about Jabbar, bro. He, he first of all, I think it's some of it is scheme, bro, but a lot of it is dog. You know what I mean? So I gotta agree with Laro to a certain degree on that, bro. 2 rebounds last night, bro. I mean, not really being involved, getting yourself involved. Like, bro, it's preseason. Try shit out. Make inmates sit your ass down, bro. But at least he sit you down being aggressive. You're not gonna be aggressive, bro. Ain't no need for you to be out there no power forward and no offense like this, bro. Because LP is the big dog in the middle. Everybody else gotta kind of get in where they fit in to be real. You feel me? Ain't nobody feel to cater their offense around you like that, bro. So you got to get in when you fit in and make your presence felt like Armand does. That's why I say he's out of position trying to force him at the point guard. Right now he a wing. Let him eat. He know how to use his athletic ability to the best of his ability. Let him do that right now till his skills get a little bit more in depth, till he gather a little more offense in his game. Because right now, what I seen last night, OKC forced the Rockets to do what they don't want to do. Shoot threes. They know the Rockets want to get to the rim, bro, and run through LP. Jalen want to get to the rim. Armor want to get to the rim. Jabari want to shoot, but Jabari got to get a rhythm. He got to touch the rock 5, 6 times in the first quarter before he really feel like he in the game, bro. And that's obvious. It's 3 years running, bro. Even though it's a preseason game, it's still the same thing with Jabari, bro. If you don't give him that ball 5, 6 times in that first quarter, Jabari ain't finna really. Hey, it's gonna be a hard night for Jabari, bro. That's just what it is, bro. When anybody get him involved early, same thing with Silas. When Silas got him involved early, Jabbar was a different player. You feel me? So I don't think that's something that we don't know. We know that. I think M may know that. But he trying things out in the summer. He trying to see who really gonna take the initiative. Right now, it's LP, bro. It's LP, regardless. You know what I'm saying? First game, Jalen came out sluggish, but he picked it up and they did what they needed to do for the first unit. You feel me? Him and LP carried it. Almond looked it good at spot duty at point. You feel me? Because they was getting out on the break and running off turnovers and missed shots. That's what he does, bro. He's a transition player, bro. He good in the open court. You don't have to think when you in the open court and you just reacting, bro. And him at the wing, you don't have to think as much. At that point guard, you got to think the game and you got to play the game. But when he using his athletic ability, it's best he is at the wing till he get his skills up to par, where he really can read and react and really understand where his reads coming and how to get people the ball, and he can score a little bit. Bro, I watched this dude shoot a two-hand jump shot from 15 feet and airballed it, bro.
Yeah.
And I watched OKC let him shoot, and I watched OKC let his ass create for himself because they rather him create and they rather Jalen sit out there and shoot threes and fuck the spacing up. Excuse my language, but mess up the spacing where they know Jalen can't get to the rack. And when Jalen see all that clutter in the middle, he's not driving, bro. That's just the simple fact of it. When Jalen see all that clutter, he not driving. It's not a coincidence he went off in March when LP went out. He went out in March. He went off in March when LP went out because it was a wide open floor, bro. So I'm tired of sugarcoating it. I'm tired of dancing around it. They either gonna have to let Jalen run the second unit and open this game up, but until he get his catch and shoot on top, because his catch and shoot still ain't where it need to be. It showed it last night. You know, FKC know he want to get to the paint. Guess what they did? You ain't getting in here. We're gonna sit our ass right in here, and we're gonna sit in the LP lap. Now, what y'all gonna do? Y'all can't shoot it like that. Fred not out there. You got a makeshift point guard. He can't really get y'all into offense, get y'all no spacing y'all need because he can't scope. So what you gonna do? Jalen, if he can't get to the rack, he ain't gonna get into the rhythm like you want. So now you got to go to LP. That's what MA did in the third quarter. And LP scored, bro, exclusively. So we without Fred, bro, we one dimensional, bro. Really, we're an inside team. I'm just being real. I mean, we got to go through LP because his skill set is more defined even than Jalen. Jalen is more dynamic, but Jalen needs spacing to be dynamic. LP a big man. LP gonna eat regardless, bro, because of the skill set he have, you know. And I'm man enough to say that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen on LP skills, but most nights LP gonna have the advantage, bro, and he gonna be able to take advantage of that. But when we play teams like OKC who know how to make your ass do what you don't want to do, we got you gonna need Fred, bro. Alma not gonna be able to do it. He gonna get exposed. And MA said that in the press conference. They made us one dimensional. They sagged in the paint and they made us a jump shooting team, bro. And that's what we not good at like that. Not without Fred out there. So
Mhm.
that's me, bro. I name a plane on that. But yeah, man. Jabbar got to come on with it, bro. This preseason, just like in the summer league when you coming down shooting threes and all that, try the shit now. Now, it might have something to say about this shit, but bro, my point is be aggressive. I wouldn't give a goddamn, bro. Crash the boards, get some offensive fouls, bro. But be aggressive, bro. Be forceful. The same thing I said about Jalen. Get the ball, nigga. Get you some charges, but try to get to the rack, bro. Don't just sit out there and shoot threes. You're not a good stand-up shooter. When you get into a rhythm, you can get hot and you can become nuclear. But you gotta be able to see a couple of them go in, bro. That's your game. I shouldn't have to say that. Jalen know that, and every other team know that. That's why they rather his ass just shoot. They clog up the paint. Once he start getting to the rack, everything look good to Jalen. Damn near half court shots look good to Jalen. But if you keep his ass out the paint, and he had to depend on his three. He ain't there yet, bro. Not efficiently.
Hey, Bub, Mo Beasley, what you got, bro?
Hey, what's going on? Salute Greenlee, salute the panel, man. As far as the Armenian thing with the point guard, I agree. I don't think he's the point guard for us right now. To me, he's just limited as a point guard. I think, what I'm saying, with teams will be able to close off his strengths and make him go to his weaknesses and he's just not ready for that right now. For me, I say stick him in the wings position and have him as a secondary or a third ball handler and have him moving off ball, man, and maximize his athletic ability and his traits, on that end. And as far as with Jabari, man, yeah, I will say it's preseason, but now like this the same problems that we've been having from this dude kind of since he kind of got here, man, and he's just not aggressive enough when things not going his way. Uh, I don't want to say too much, man, but I'm hoping that the preseason they get these preseason jitters out, man. But we trying to get to the playoffs and we nitpicking everything, man. So uh. If we're a playoff team, everybody got to be aggressive. And it's gonna show every night if you don't bring it. So we watching and we out here looking. So that's all I got, man, from y'all.
Hey, stay right there, homie. Hey, Terrell. Hey, what you got, Terrell? What it do, man?
What up, man? What up to the panel, man? It's been a minute, man. But nah, man. I really ain't get to see that second game, but I seen that first game, some of it, and seeing what y'all talking about it, man. With I'm gonna give it to J Dog because he said it first, man. Arm and a wing, man. But Almond, like, man, I think the thing with Almond in the lineup, you can't have him and Jaden Green in the same lineup because they want to do the same thing. So Almond gonna have to come off the bench, man. And that'll be better for them if you ask me. They're gonna have to wind up. For me, your starting lineup should have Tari. They're gonna wind up putting Tari in at the small forward, man, to create more spacing. That's what it is. It's spacing when Jaden not in the game. Another thing too is with the spacing. If you want to get Jalen going, you got to get LP out the paint and make him shoot a little more. You got like if you want to get your player going, you got to be intentional about it. And I don't see them being intentional about it right now. Maybe they're gonna do it in the regular season. I don't know. And with Jabari, I remember saying this last year, man. The thing is, he the third scorer because he's not a playmaker like LP and Jalen can play make if they need to. He just like a finisher. He'll do you get a ball to when we need a shot, and that makes you like a third scorer, bro. And like if you ain't like third scores, no, I ain't gonna get that many shots. But I gotta be on because I know it ain't gonna come to me that many times. So the thing is, I'm gonna put it to the pound. I know it's early. I know people are like, man, you saying that already. But one thing that we don't want is for his trade value to go down. So I don't know. I ain't saying trade him, but do we think he gonna be that third scorer that we need? And if he not, what you do with him? You know what I'm saying?
I would say this, and you know what I'm saying. I would ask the question on top of that question. If we talking about trading, you talking about Jabbar, right?
Yeah, Jabari. Yeah,
Okay, so it's Jabbar. You know what I'm saying? Remember the conversations we had, you know what I'm saying? All the
yeah.
little rumblings about what Woes dropped as
Hmm.
far as and I said, hey man, the dude I'm looking at is the bar if we looking at a KD or some shit like that, right?
Hmm.
And that's what I see. You know, if you're gonna plug in a veteran star to fit in with this
Yeah,
group, whether it's Jalen Green or Al Pachingun at the same time, you got to plug in. You got to find a way to plug in Kevin Durant, and Jabari will look like that guy that will be, you know what I'm saying, gone because you can't have Jabari and KD on the same floor together, in my opinion, unless you're looking for KD to be. I'm just saying the three. You feel me? And then what you doing
yeah,
with Dylan Brooks? You giving up Jalen and Dylan type of shit, or you just trying to plug in a guy that fits that position. And I see KD being at 3-4 or at that 4 position and just stretching the floor for us. We talking about what's that nigga nickname? Sniper something, whatever his shit
uh,
is.
easy money sniper, something
Easy
like
money
that.
sniper, you know what I'm saying? Because he can shoot that bitch. So that's what I'm saying. Jabbar is that guy. If we talking about just trading, if we just talking about hypothetical trades and getting things out the way like that, we did it with Jalen, we did it with LP to a certain degree. So Jabbar, nigga, it's your time to be talked about, bro. I know it's an Armin Thompson stream as far as the point guard and things like that. We got that out the way, but like we need to see that. And I'm not saying I'm giving up on that, but I really don't know what the Rockets really want to do as far as going forward. We can hear all the speculations and stuff like that. I fuck with the niggas we draft. I rock with the niggas we growing with. But at the same time, bro, we can't keep doing this. Okay, it's Jalen. year four. Then we waiting on fucking Almond Thompson and Reed Shepard and Jabbar Smith Jr. to really, you know what I'm saying, figure the shit out. Like, goddamn, every year we trying to let somebody figure it out. Like, bro, when we gonna be right there as far as like
Yeah,
a collective order? You did?
yeah. At some point, it got to be. Hey, this is standard now. We can't be waiting on you, waiting on you, waiting on you. Nah, it got to be. It got to be a level of play, and like some of the stuff we going through, man, it's professionalism, bro. You a professional basketball player, and with Armor Thompson, he on in his second year. I get that, but like Jalen and Jabbar and them, like they got to get their shot better, bro. I know Jalen not a better catch and shoot,
But you know
but
what? What
damn, you
it
in year
comes back
four,
to,
bro.
Terrell?
It got to
Y'all,
come with it,
hey,
man.
hey,
Yeah,
Terrell, Mo, Jada, everybody on the panel. Y'all know what it comes back to? That point guard play. That point guard being that general,
yeah.
like getting these guys shots. And I didn't see it from Mama Thompson, bro.
Nah,
And that being said, bro, these
see,
niggas need a
not to
general on the
cut you
court.
off, Green. Him and Jalen just can't. They can't be in a lineup together. I was looking at it that first. They can't be in a lineup together because both of them not great at shooting right now, and it's just going. They
But
gonna sit in
but
the paint on both of them. They gonna sit in their paint
but
'cause they know they want to drive.
if we talking about the squad that we have, they shoot at a higher clip than anybody else. Like if it's Ahmed Thompson, you know what I'm saying, being on the court with Jabari or Jalen and Jabari or some shit like that. You know, I think Jalen Green only was shooting like that because Fred Van Vliet was absent. You know, Fred Van Vliet can get you out of shooting situations at times. He shot 38% last year, right? So he can get you out
Yeah,
that position. And he took 12 shots overall. I'm just talking about Jalen. So when you look
yeah.
at it, 3 for 9 from the three, his mission was just shooting threes or being a volume scorer. It didn't. He went on a little run, then it cooled down, and we know how they go with Jalen. Same old story, right? So with
Yeah.
LP, who was getting LP involved? He took 7 shots the whole game. You know, he needs a
Yeah.
point guard. What was Fred Van Vliet doing? What they said Kevin Porter Jr. Problem was getting LP involved. So now LP ain't got a point guard and Alma Thompson to get him involved. Fred Van Vliet ain't there. You know what I'm saying? So they need that dude on the court to get all these niggas involved. All of them,
But that's what
Jabari
I'm
too.
saying. Like, why I'm saying it's spacing and everything because when you okay, if you're gonna be the penetrator, you gonna get in the paint to get everybody involved. Somebody out of him or Jalen, somebody got to sacrifice their game and say, I'm gonna spread the flow and shoot the ball. You know, somebody got to do it because both players do the same thing. So that's what it is. That's what I'm saying. Like, Armor need to come off the bench because he can do the same thing that Jalen doing when he come off the bench. That's that's gonna be the because they pushing Reed. Not saying they pushing because he do look good at point guard. He like the point guard of the future. So and
Who
until
Reed?
my other thing with Armor not gonna be good as he gonna be till he get some form of shot. Like he can play the three if he had a shot, he can be the three with the wing, but he can't shoot right now. So you gotta bid your time on that bench, homie.
And see, that's why I was slightly part ways with your dog as far as like Armin Thompson bringing the same element as far as Jalen Green. Their game is totally different. That's why I put him in like a scenario as far as like position. I can't put Armin Thompson on no type of 1 or 2 right now because he can't shoot or generate offense for the team. So what I'm gonna do next? What Ime Udoka did? Put him in a dunker spot where he uses athleticism and his defense as far as like being very versatile at that. You know what I'm saying? Switches and stuff like that. But with Jalen Green, you get the you know the shock value of his offense. Like you might get a good night. You don't know what the fuck you gonna get with Jalen Green, right? So I just part ways with you on that as far as like bringing, what I'm saying, the same thing, it's the same game, the same
No,
element.
no,
Now
I'm
the
not saying that game
impactful,
is exactly the same, but what I
you
am
talking about the
saying is
impactful scoring?
they both gonna want to get to that hole. So if you want to get to the
Okay.
hole, if both of them had spacing, they can get there with ease almost. But when you don't have spacing, just like J Dog was saying, it's clogged up. They don't want to get down there, and they gonna clog the paint up anyway. So when it ain't no spacing, their game is like it's not it don't benefit the team when there's no spacing.
Dealing with this team spacing is kind of tricky. because you have LP at the 5, you have Jabari at the 4. Jabari is supposed to cause the spacing repertoire for the team, and he's not even trying to take shots. I think he took 1 3 last game and the game before that, or 2 3s the game before that. He missed one and made the first and second one or whatever. He took one last night. So he's not even shooting at a high clip. Like, I don't want to see Jabari take 8 3s, but at least give me 5. At least showing me you trying to, what I'm saying, make up for the threes that we don't have with Fred Van Vliet. And you seen Dylan Brooks started out 1 for 5, but he finished 5 for 9 from the game, and 3 for 5 from the three. So even though we don't look at Dylan Brooks as a shooter, but we know it'll go in if he continuously taking them shots
Yeah.
along with Jalen. It could have been a different outcome. But I think Jabari needs to take that initiative, and it goes back to his mental. Like, bro, like, what are you scared of, or what's holding you back, bro? What's
Yeah,
holding you
yeah,
back to
Green.
taking the initiative and clap, like say, hey man, get me involved. Hey, what's up? Is it, what I'm saying? He might be testing the waters with this nigga emotions. Like, hey, bro, I want to see some dog in you. I want to see some fight in you. Talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hold your hand through the park. If you feel like you ain't comfortable and you ain't playing no defense because you ain't getting involved, I'm testing you just like I tested Jaden last year or at LP last year. You feel me? So it's about that time for Jabari. So what is it with Jabari? Like, I don't need to see him being shadow. I need to see him step up. Real
Hey,
talk.
you know what? I think that Jabari would do good playing with a player like a James Harden, so to speak, right? If that's what you want to do, park yourself out there on the 3 point line, he gonna find you, right? So, I mean, I don't think our personnel. I don't think he absolutely just necessarily gels with the personnel we got going on. For one, we got too many contracts coming up, and everybody want to get theirs. For two, our point guard, he's not even a natural point guard. I'm not gonna say he shoot first, but he has experience or whatnot, right? But Fred like to shoot. Fred is his third scoring option on this team. So I don't even know where he would even find time to even get his shots up unless he asserts himself, and he don't have that dog mentality in there to go to yell at his teammates and say, "Hey man, get me the effing ball." He just don't have it. I don't see it in him. I don't think it's his personality.
And it might not be. But to go back to say that Fred Van Vliet is not a natural point guard, you know, I don't see a lot of like true point guards running around Laro. Not to say that you're wrong about what you just said, bro, but I don't see a lot of natural point guards. They was calling Kevin Porter Jr., the experiment, them 2 years experiment. They saying he wasn't no natural point guard, but he was getting 7 assists just like Fred. You know what I'm saying? They say LP has the IQ to run the offense. Fred Van Vliet wasn't there. He wasn't running offense then. We were still turning the ball over. He had 2 or 3 of them or something. Jalen had like 2 or 3 of them. Armin had 2. Jabari had 2. Like it was just chaotic at the beginning. 8 turnovers in the first quarter. It was just like they was just wanted to run. But at a certain point in time, you have to have that mental. It's like, man, we got to slow it down. Goddamn, we have to slow it down. Get a good shot and slow it down. And we didn't have that, bro. We didn't have it. But to say that we don't have a natural point guard, yeah, Fred VanVleet ain't no natural point guard. But what team, what natural point guard is running around in the NBA right now? I would ask anybody.
I mean, you got your Chris Pauls of the world and stuff like that, but I mean, just to keep it what you saying, 100, man. Man, the older guys, the veterans, man, they know how to have the same mentality, fortitude to handle adversity every night, right? These young guys, it seems like they still don't know nothing about that yet. We need our young guys to take a leap of some sort, right? And we just don't see that as of yet with all the guys. I mean, now, we all talked about LP to an extent because he played professional basketball in Turkey, and it allowed him to grow much quicker. But you just see it out of there with him. He knows how to continue to play within the constructions of the offense and find a way to still contribute on his own, even when it's not going through him. He kind of showed that. And we just need all the young guys to kind of grow up a little faster, man. Try to, hey, like Larry, like y'all been saying, have that dog in you. With Jalen Green, hey, heck, hell, you got to know after 3 or 4 threes don't fall, man, it's time to go to the goal. Man, you got to get to the free throw line, draw some contact. Throw some bodies around, do something, man. Be more aggressive. That way, all you need is just to see that ball go in the hoop at the free throw line. Maybe that'll open up everything. But I can't give Jalen Green a pass, man, because this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see life without Van Fleet for a night to see how Jalen Green has evolved. And I just didn't see that. Now, obviously, it's one preseason game, and I'm not jumping the gun saying that he ain't that dude. But I wanted to see what we've been talking about. What you got in your bag? What did you work on to say, okay, hey, if this not working, I can go to plan B or C or D. And that's what you see out of some of these other guys like Shay and Ant Man and some of these other guys. I'm not trying to compare the dude because at the end of the day, he is own man. But we want to see somebody kind of take the reins. Other than guys like LP, we want to see somebody else kind of show up to the party, and that's all. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to see some things going on this season where we can at least have some kind of understanding, clarification on who is who, because it's a lot on the line with these guys and LP and Green to be exact. But just to piggyback what you said, Green, it's gonna take these guys growing up in front of our eyes this season because they are young. They real young. Like I told you earlier, Cam younger than Reed Shepard. So I mean, at least he got that dog in him. Now the only thing I will say about Green, he was aggressive. I give him that. He pulled out the Kobe for the other night where he was just like, okay, I'm gonna keep shooting that ball, man. I'm gonna keep shooting the rock, whether I miss it or make it. I'm gonna keep shooting. You want to see that. But you also want to see him play within the construction of the offense. And I thought he built some level of playmaking last season. I thought he did. When I seen him last season, it looked like, okay, well, this ain't working. Let's slow it down, slow the tempo down, and then let's drop it down to LP. Let's kind of get things going this way, and then I'll work my way into the game. But it was just like a lot of shot jacking. So I mean, these guys gonna have to grow up, basically.
So do y'all think that Ime Udoka can figure it out with this core, with this group, knowing that some nights if Jalen going off like against you, well, I wouldn't say he was going off. He scored 21 points on 44% from the three and 50% from the field, some shit like that. And we was like, okay, cool. Well, I was like, yeah, it's just Utah. You feel me? Then you come out against OKC in the squad, a team that you probably have to face in the West, maybe in the playoffs, depending on the seedings and standings and stuff like that. This is a team that you really want to go out there and prove something against. Now, they did take the dub. It was still competitive. We was down by 5 when Dylan Brooks made that big three in the third quarter, cut it to 5. And I believe Ime Udoka took him out at the 6:15, 6:10 mark. You feel me? So, and without Fred, without Steven Adams, right? That you get a glimpse of what could possibly happen in this scenario, and then you get the stringers to come in from both teams to finish the deal. So by that being said, you analyze that they whooped our ass in the first half. It could have been different with Fred, but that's hypothetical. He wasn't there, and depending on the season, what if he's injured? You know what I'm saying? Not to say that we want that to happen, but like Mario said, it's the NBA. You got to be prepared for the worst at all times. You know what I'm saying? So uh I just didn't see the point guard, the setup, everything like that. So Ime, I think he can adjust. He adjusted off the fly with a non-point guard and Marcus Smart when they went to the finals, and he had a bunch of scores and with Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum and stuff like that. I know it's past say we in Houston. He turned it around for the Rockets. So it's time coming. Can it make sense for us to make the playoffs?
Well, Green, I think one thing when Ime came in, it's not where you was drafted, not how old you are. I'm gonna put the best players on the court. If he does that, I don't think he'll have a problem or we'll have a problem at all. But if they start playing politics throughout the season, then I don't know where it's gonna go. I mean, I don't want to just say something simple like we got to see the season play out, but if he sticks to his word, like he came in last year and said, then he'll most definitely figure it out. And the only way he can figure it out, and the only way we're gonna get where we want to go, is he put the best players on the court. Period. It's hard to do when you got two guys coming up for extensions, but it's something that you got to do, player.
But that you know what I'm saying, I agree with you. I don't think he should even be worried about them dudes' contracts like that. I think he should worry about, like you said, put the best players out there, whoever playing at the level where you winning me games, because I'm trying to protect my job too. Because if I'm just catering to to y'all just like Steven Silas was and trying to make y'all look good for the offensive purposes, he can do that. He can run the offense through Alp. He can run the offense through Jalen and make it look good, right? Because these guys talented enough to buy in and do that. But it's not about an individual player. It's about 5 guys, 10 guys, 15 guys that's gonna win you games. So Ime Udoka, he does have to figure this out. But I'm not. I believe in it, but we have to hold these players accountable too, and it has to make sense, and it has to work to a factor where certain guys have to play well together, man. Straight
Hey,
up.
Green, one thing I will just add real quickly. He has
Yeah,
shown that he will put you on the bench.
true.
So he does have that going, but so I add that.
Nah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, yeah. What I will project, he is deliberate and intentional about what he gonna do. We did see that last year. He's not obligated to play any of these guys or get him a certain amount of minutes at that. So I that's the good thing that I like about Edoga that coming from that Popovich tree because he kind of got that lesson, as a student. So we want to see that. We want to see him play the best players, rather. But it would have been nice to. I ain't gonna lie, to see Green go out there and at least be have some kind of consistency. Okay, if this not working, then let me revert back to what I did last year. Let me rebound better. Let me assist better. It would have been nice to see that to a certain extent. So that I would have wanted to see that as well. But him playing and Killer Cam playing together, I want to see that more. What y'all guys think about that? Because that could be our duo set. In the backcourt, man. What y'all think about that? Not enough defense.
So my Killer Cam and who? Jalen Green.
Jalen Green, yeah. What you think about that duo set if they can get going? Like if they can get cracking
I
lacking,
mean, yeah,
what
yeah. I mean, I like the tandem between the two because they both unpredictable scores. You know what I'm saying? If Jalen Green want to dance and drive to the rack, uh, Cam Whitmore could be set up and splash some things. They both sneaky on the perimeter, helps out defense. Ime Udoka will have them playing defense, so your ass will be on the bench. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, so I don't know. I just think right now Mario is either one of the two. You know what I'm saying? They can have spot minutes together. Don't get me wrong, but I think we looking for that backup two or that starting two. So for some people eyes, you know what I'm saying, they don't believe in Jalen Green as far as the consistencies and stuff like that. But we seen, hey, I don't shy from shit. We seen Cam Whitmore wasn't like that either last game off the bench. So we're gonna have to make some decisions on what we really doing going forward because the consistency from the team is not there because of certain situations. So my guess is my thing is either we gonna be healthy or we gonna make some moves straight up because
yeah, that's a
if we
fact.
not healthy, we see what it might be, whether it's Dylan Brooks sideline, whoever it may be, or if we don't have a point guard, we see how we look.
Yeah, when you leverage everything, and you put it all in play, veterans is pretty much the name of the game, and they need that right now because they have shown and it's proven that they're not mature enough to be able to to handle the bright lights on their own. They look discombobulated out there at
Hey,
times.
salute, Elder. What up, Pastor? Salute. He said I heard Reed Shepard look nice. Yeah, Reed Shepard look good. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Last game he looked good. Looking like he trying to shake them jitters off. He shook them jitters off. He didn't look bad though. I can say that. He didn't look bad.
Hey, Green. Hey, man, I kind of got something
What's up
else
with
on
it?
there too, bro. Man, a lot, a lot has been said about the youngsters and they ain't ready for the bright lights, bro. But I'm gonna tell you, it looked like more to me that they don't want to step on each other's toes. I don't think LP care. You know what I'm saying? LP trying to eat for turkey. He ain't giving a damn about none of that other shit. He got a whole country on his back, bro. So he really not, and he been a professional a lot longer than the rest of these guys, bro. So he understands the magnitude and what he in a position to make a difference and feed his family for a lifetime. And he understands that more so. I'm not saying these other guys don't want it, they want it, but bro, it's a different in the mindset. You feel me? When you come from something different than the United States, bro. It's something at stake for him, bro. He going that's why he real boisterous about that 200 million. I get it, bro, for real. But I'm gonna say this, bro. What I seen last night, bro, and what I think MA, that's why MA kept it vanilla, bro. He want to see who gonna be that guy who to really get them going. They need no armor. They fist to go out there, bro. I don't give a damn, bro. Yeah, you letting armor get reps, bro, but he no armor. But this was Jalen's time, bro. And I'm gonna get on Jalen ass, bro. To tell move, bro. Let me. We gonna move around. You know what I'm saying? We gonna run. I'm gonna run the offense through me and LP because we can't seem like we can't get organized. I'm gonna organize us, bro. Fred not here. I'm the second guard, and you know what I'm saying, lead guard. I'm gonna get us organized. If you can't do it, bro, give me the rock. You know what I'm saying, and move around, bro. And so you know what I'm saying. It's up to Jalen to take that initiative, bro. That's what I want out of him. Everybody know he has all the talent, Green. The only question mark is mindset with him. And that's my question mark too. I believe he got it, bro. But he has to tap into it, bro. And last night was an opportunity. I don't give a damn being preseason, Green. It was an opportunity for him to take charge. That's the thing I want. I want to take charge, bro.
With
That
with with
armor,
with with, with LP out there.
what LP out there, bro? Damn, you know what I'm saying? See that all that old sitting back, I'ma just, be a guy. That's over with. That's over with, bro. And I'm gonna really go out there with it. If he can't be a take charge guy, bro, he ain't no max guy.
Come on now. Come on.
Hey,
And let's
yo,
and let's just be real.
Come
If he
on.
can't if he can't be a take charge guy, he's not a max guy. And that's real, bro. And I like Jalen, bro. You feel me? I like his game. I like what he gonna grow into. But he want his money right now. He gotta show he can do that. Not just in March, bro. Not just, he was coming alive in February. But when Fred not there, that's your opportunity, bro, to take this offense by the horns and really orchestrate things, man. You
Mm.
understand what I'm saying? With LP out there. Damn, stepping on somebody's toes, bro. Tell him to get the hell out the goddamn way. He can't make a 10-foot jump shot, bro.
Yeah, now
Eyeballing
watch he
10-foot
go out
jump
there.
shots? Shit,
Watch he go out there,
bro.
J Dog, and put
Yeah.
up 20 plus points in the next preseason game.
Who
That's
Jalen?
inefficient. Yeah,
No,
that's
no.
inefficient. That's what we
And that's
talking about.
he and he
He
bro.
ain't efficient enough.
Now you right, He will do that. But see, it, I don't care. My thing, I like. Don't get me wrong, bro. The points is fine, look good, everything. It's when you do it, bro. It's when you do it. It's when you do it, bro. With everybody out there. Because all that stepping on toes, all that you don't want them. No, bro. Take charge, bro. Fred and I already told you. Fuck him, fuck me, fuck everybody. When you got the ball in your hand, bro, take charge of that shit. Don't shit move unless you want it to. That's what the hell mindset I need out of Jalen Green, bro. That's what I need. I know it's an arm and string. We talking about Jabbar, but it goes back to LP and Jalen. And I can't say nothing about the LP game, bro, because LP did what he's supposed to did last night. He didn't have a point guard to set him up, but he still was efficient. He still got 9 rebounds, and he still played good defense last night. So he played his part. He did what he's supposed to do as a big man, bro. With Jalen, without Fred being out there orchestrating things, it was up to him too. I don't give a damn if Armin was masquerading as a point guard. You know he not like that, bro. You know he not like that, and Ma do too. But Ma playing mental math with your ass. He trying to see if you ready to goddamn take control. Are you gonna do shit without him asking you to do it? Do it? Why you gotta sit you down and tell you go out there and do what you know how to do, man? Stop bullshitting. Then you go out there and score 13 points in 3 minutes. Nah, bro, damn that. Greatness, bro, don't have to be told to be great.
Hey
So,
man,
hey man,
hey, that was real right there. That was real
hey,
right there.
hey.
That I ain't, hey, I ain't got nothing to say about that, man. I want to see what Pastor got to say. He just pulled up though. What up, Pastor? What up, Elder?
Hey, what's going on, man? How y'all doing?
Shit,
What
bless,
up? What up?
bless.
What up? What up? What up? What up,
Do
Pastor? What it do?
Chilling, man. I didn't get to see y'all last game. I didn't see neither one of y'all games. I think it's funny y'all had the same score in both games. I see. I'm looking at the stats and stuff now. It looked like Jalen played good the first game, and because I was asking about Jalen and Jabari, I didn't know how they did in this
Oh,
last game. But
Oh yeah, they was shadow men out there.
what do you call them?
Shadow men.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see they had the same score, 122 to 113 in both games. So
yeah.
preseason though, it's that
But yeah, but
in the
Elder,
last
you
part
know,
of the third, last
we
part of
really
the
want
fourth
to
quarter.
analyze the OKC matchup. That's what we really want to analyze because they the big dogs in the West. You know what I'm saying? As far as what
Yeah,
they was last year coming in
I look
preseason, they got
more
all their
the
guys.
I
They
look
got all
more
their
the
guys.
first half. I look at the first half numbers in preseason more than the second, especially in the early because the starters normally ain't playing in the second half. So
Mm-hmm.
did y'all starters play at all in the second half and against OKC?
Well, yeah, yeah. Well,
Did it
was it
in
Third
the
the
quarter.
third?
starters? Was it the starters? I believe it was most of the starters. I would say that until like the
Okay.
6 minute mark. I think both teams took
What
out
about
all their starters.
OKC? Oh, OKC played their stars in the third quarter too.
Most of their starters, both teams played most of their starters, and they sat them
Wow.
down and at the 6 minute mark. But it was like a 5 point game when we was making the comeback. But yeah, I
Okay.
agree with you as far as the first half, and
Man. So
analyzing
y'all
that
was
first
down
half.
13 at halftime. I see.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Then y'all pretty much down one and made the game. And okay, I see now. Oh, y'all went to overtime. Oh, okay, okay. I just saw that. I was like, how we get this? But overtime. All right, cool. Yeah, I look at the first half, the second half, because I know they playing the second and the third string guys more. And it'll go by that because it ain't be a regular game. A regular game, them dudes ain't playing not much unless it's somebody hurt, foul trouble. You see what I'm saying? It'd be maybe one, not three or four of them. So, but yeah, look like they whoop y'all ass in the first half, huh? That what happened?
Yeah,
Made y'all look
yeah.
bad
I
in the
mean,
first half.
they
Just
were putting the
asking. I'm
pedal to the
asking. I'm
ass.
just
They
asking.
were
I
putting
didn't
the pedal
watch.
to
I'm
the ass.
asking.
They were
I
putting the
just
pedal to
because
the
I'm
ass. They were
not.
putting
It
pedal
was
to
up
the
nine.
ass.
Only gave y'all 20 points in the first half, first quarter. Then they put up
Hmm
31. Gave y'all 27. With 27, cool, but it ain't cool when you give up 31. But y'all got back in it in that third. Y'all scored 32. I'm just gauging. I didn't watch it. I mean, what was I heard Reed Shepard played well. And that's it. Actually, I didn't hear nothing else about the game. That's why I asked about Jalen and Jabari because I know those are two guys y'all really expecting to step up. That's why I asked how did they do.
Well, yeah,
Oh man, they didn't do good.
real quick, we was really, you know what I'm saying, talking about how they need a point guard because Ahmed Thompson is
Oh,
not fit and ready for to be the full fledged point guard. He looked good in the first game playing the wing when Dylan Brooks sat
uh,
down, but coming into OKC game, he started at the point guard position. No Fred, no Steven Adams. I didn't really mention Steven Adams because he's just a new addition. But Fred Van
yeah,
Vliet's impact, we know what Fred Van Vliet's impact with LP on the court and Jalen on the court to a certain degree. So all that being said, what does Jalen and LP look like? It still seems like those two guys can't naturally figure it out just yet. They look good. They have spurts and moments. LP, I believe, was 3 for 7. over 2 from the three, and but he was getting to the rack. He was doing his mission as far as like putting the pressure on Chet, and that's what he did
Hmm.
at the center position. I think he shot like 12 free throws, made 10 or 11 of them things, and he was
Mm.
applying pressure. 17 points. You get 17 points in the first game, second game. Jalen Green, first game, 21 points. What he shot? What 3 for 12 this game, 3 for 9 from the three. It seemed like everything was from the three, and we was
Yeah.
just analyzing the whole game, whoop to whoop. But my thing is, Ahmed Thompson, he's not ready to be a point guard, and we was just too running too fast. We couldn't get in no motion. 8 turnovers in the first quarter, uh, and we just looked like we didn't have no offense at all. You can't get the ball
Hmm.
to LP. You can't get Jalen Green set up if you Armin Thompson at the point guard. These guys are not trying to get Jabari set up. He only shot 5 shots, 1 3, I believe, 2 rebounds. So we was just cooking all these guys in our own little way type of shit. You know what I'm saying, Pastor? Just
I
just
got
to
it.
give you a top notch perspective.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. You know, Reed Shepard, did he get? They said he looked good. I know he shot the ball decent from what it looked like. And did he get some
Yeah, five
like
for seven
point
from the
guard
field.
minutes? Did he get point guard minutes, like handling the ball, seeing if he can run the show a little bit? Did he get any of
Well,
those minutes? No.
Well, I believe the way he played his game, he was playing like a point guard.
Okay.
More than Ahmed Thompson looked like. Ahmed Thompson was 4 for 12. Reed Shep was 5 for 7 from the field, and I don't see how if you Ahmed Thompson, you have more shots than Alperen Sengun or Jabbar Smith Jr. as a point guard. You're supposed to be a facilitator. You
Yeah.
know, Reed Shepard, he came in composed. He came in, they run him off the 3 point line. They on his hip, trying to rush him into his spots. He take the easy buck, and that's the mid range. So he was 5 for 7 from the field. I think 3 assists. You know, and what I want from my point guards is the assist and orchestrating and playmaking from and setting it up as a as a point guard. You know what I'm saying, Pastor?
I got it. Yeah, I'm on like he shot a little too much. He did good the rest though, man. He had 8 boards, 3 assists, no turnovers. He didn't get no steals or blocks, which he got to be like. Does he is he hurting when he goes to having to be the point and still be like one of the best defenders? Because it don't look like he had an impact on the defensive end. But I didn't watch it, so y'all may know because sometimes you don't have to get blocks and steals to impact the game defensively. Was Amon impacting the game defensively?
Well, no, I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say so because I believe his mission was to maintain Shea. And Shea in the minutes that he played was like 15 points on Shea things. I don't think he was over shooting or over saying doing himself. He shot good, 15 points in the first half and early in the third quarter and things like that. So it could have been a decent game. So if we talk about defense, I didn't see the impactful defense from Ahmed Thompson just to stop or slow down Shea. Just to be honest, the panel can say otherwise if they want to answer it. But now, for me, personally, I didn't see the impactful defense, from that point guard position, like I seen last year when Fred wasn't there to a certain degree and things like that. No, I didn't see it at all.
Okay. Man, everybody's excited though. I've been hearing a lot of excitement about y'all team. Really
But
have.
that ain't to say I ain't confident in my squad still though. You know what I'm
Oh no,
saying?
I
We
think
still
y'all
got
right.
that
I think
dub
y'all
though.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I believe we still, turned it around when the starters was out there in the second quarter and third quarter. It was up and down. It made it feel like it was a regular season game to a certain degree. And I seen some fights still. And we have to be if I'm gonna do the hypothetical, if Fred Van Vliet was playing, it would have been a different, scenario. I believe Shea could have had a different game. I already mentioned that. Jalen Williams, he played well too. He came out, made some shots. Like I like OKC. I never discredit OKC. Caruso, him and Dylan Brooks. I was looking at that matchup. Dylan Brooks started out 1 for 5, but finished 4 for 9 from the game. So he was on some
Ain't
Dylan
bad.
Brooks things. He didn't really like lock nobody up either. But I
Mm.
just like if Fred was starting, I see Dylan Brooks being his mission of trying to maintain Shea. That's what I see.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's a matchup problem because you have Jalen Williams out there, you have Caruso out there now, Who you gonna put? Who you gonna put on in the start lineup? Fred on Caruso? Hell no, you can't put Fred on
Mm-mm.
Shea. You can't put Fred on Jalen Williams. So
It's rough. It's
I'm
rough.
just looking at
I
all that.
saw Armand Thompson started both games though,
He did. He started in Dylan Brooks' spot the first game against Utah.
huh?
Well,
Okay.
he looked
Last
good. He
W.
looked real good in that opening.
That's probably
But
what he
that's
is.
Utah.
Three,
That's
man.
Utah though.
Instead of a point, trying to make him a point, let him play the three position. Shoot. He the three of your future. He got to get that 3 pointer down though. It's hard to be a 3 man and not be able. To, you can be defensive, but it's hard to put you there nowadays, and you can't shoot that rock. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Twos and threes are shooting it. Shoot fours are shooting it. Damn fives are shooting it. Everybody in the league shooting it. So, but
But then you know what? It's hard to put him at the point guard from what I seen in the game too. We put him at the
yeah,
point guard. It was
I
it was
don't
even
remember them.
it looked even worse.
I bet. I just don't remember them talking. Everybody said he was, but I don't remember them talking about him playing point. I remember them saying he's an all around player. You know, he's a ball handler, so he can be a secondary point type of thing. But I don't remember them
No,
trying
what
to
it
talk
was in
point
that
guard.
overtime. What's that league? Overtime elite or something like
Uh
that,
huh.
where you basically a high school player and you basically out of high school
Man,
become.
pro. Yeah.
You
You
understand
can
what that
take.
is. So
Pro. Yeah.
he was positioned as a point guard along playing with his brother as a two. So they both the same player in my opinion, but Sewell can probably
Okay.
knock down a three better than his brother. So you put the ball in his hands and stuff like that. And we're not just talking about NBA organized basketball. We're not talking about college organized basketball along with Jalen Green. So we talking about drafting him as a point guard and what Ime Udoka do. He made a crucial decision, a head coach decision. You're not a point guard. You're not a two guard, so I'm gonna put you at the dunker spot.
Yeah.
And he
Pro.
he he lived in that spot. So
Mm.
when Fred Van Vliet's not there, you feel me? I'm gonna
Yeah.
put and Dylan Brooks not there. I'm gonna put you in Dylan Brooks spot. You excel. You still don't have that three and D tag. You have that defensive tag, but not the three tag. But
Mhm.
everything else comes along with it. The offensive rebounding, and I mean the defensive rebounding, we off to the races in the offense. But it's the half court setting where he gets, kind of lost in the sauce where our offense doesn't really fit him. I'm just gonna keep it straightforward. It doesn't really fit him because if he's not in a dunker spot, when you out there in the half court setting,
Yeah.
you just basically need to run around and not be predictable because the defense is gonna collapse. Well, OKC did last night. They collapsed the paint and he had to take jump shots. He didn't take one. He took one three. He took one three, took 12 shots, and was 4 for 12 from the field.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. That's a rough shooting night, but and again, though, he's not a high shooting percentage dude. But I'm more excited to get the season going. I know there's been a recent buzz even more. People already had like higher expectations for y'all, but I think recently, since they're getting into the preseason games, that the buzz is getting higher for you guys. A lot of people are expecting y'all, but they got a chance to see a lot of these teams play. Like I got to look at Golden State and
Mhm.
um, Sacramento last night. There ain't no slouches, bro. I told y'all Golden State wasn't gonna be no joke. Them fools hit 28 threes last night, man. 28, and the
They
starters
hit
didn't play
28
today.
threes.
Wow.
Because they
Wow.
got they added they added Milton and they added Buddy Hill. I'm telling y'all, bro, Golden State. Everybody slept over. I said they got some good replacements. Because to me, right now, I would rather have Buddy Hill than Clay Thompson just because of his consistency shooting the ball. They put that
I
they put that stat up there last night. A lot of people didn't know that. Buddy Hill
don't know about that, man.
he done made the most threes in the NBA in the last 5 years,
Nah,
and it wasn't
but
even
yeah, he
close.
shoot over 40% every season, I believe.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Buddy Hill.
yeah, he
But
legit, but he ain't no Clay Thompson though, man.
yeah, we
I didn't
talk. It's gonna come.
even
Well,
play.
we
I'm talking about his consistency. Clay ain't consistent no more. So I was
Yeah,
talking about
but when you watch him on Dallas, then you'll be able to kind of put a more better synopsis on what you would see because he's going to be doing a lot and he's going to have a lot of responsibility over there as well. Now, granted, he's not the same defensive player he was. Now, that's where Dallas is going to struggle defensively. Who's your best defender out of the three? Kyrie? So
Like
that's
a
where
double.
they gonna struggle. Yeah, that's where they gonna struggle. But when you start talking about Klay Thompson in general, man, he's still a sharpshooter.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Buddy if I get a chance between the two, just because I want the more consistency. And neither one of them are like all-star levels anymore. Clay is not on that level, and Clay just too up and down. Like he'll give me 21 night, and the next night that Booker may give me two. He may go 0 for 10, and with Buddy, if Buddy off, it's 4 for 10. You know what I mean? He still will hit full threes. If he on like he was the other night, then Booker 8 for 8. So it's just I like consistency more in that role because again, you're not the one or two players. Like neither one of them are called to come in and be the best player on the team or the second best player on the team. So when they
Yeah,
come
but
in,
Elder,
go
you
ahead.
got to look at it. You got to understand. One is already proven at the highest level, right? So he knows what it takes. So you got to take that into account as well. Now, yes, Buddy Hill on the surface, yeah, throughout the season as a player, through a seasonal player, yeah, he's gonna be kind of erratic at times too, because he did that a little bit in Philly, and he also did that in Indiana. But yeah, I think he got benched for it in Philly. But it's gonna take some time for those guys as well to gel over there and go to state. So
You watch
I
that
mean,
game? Go State. Did you watch it all? Go State and Sacramento.
no, I didn't watch none of that
You
game.
didn't watch it? Okay.
I'm gonna have to go back and check some of that out, like you
It was
saying.
actually decent, man. I look at the first half. I don't care about the second half. I look at the first half because the starters ain't playing the second half. They was going at it, bro. Them bookers was getting after it, and oh boy, looked good. DeRozan looked
Yeah,
good.
DeRozan,
I was like,
DeRozan
he
was
looked
on.
good, bro. Yeah, 15 points in like 12 minutes or 15 minutes, something like that. He was killing, bro. I mean, that I both and De'Aaron Fox wasn't doing nothing. He was chilling. He was just chilling. So I got to feel it, man. The West is gonna be it's gonna be a dog fight, y'all. It's gonna be a dog fight. I'm telling you, these teams is stacked. I watched a little bit of San Antonio. What's the name, man? San Antonio look good, bro. I was like, dang. I'm telling you, I just besides Portland, I don't know. You saw Utah. Y'all saw what they did to y'all the other day. I mean, besides what's the name? I don't know who's gonna be bad in the West besides Portland. I don't know
Wait,
who's
wait,
not.
wait, 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 wait. Did to us? We was beating them boys, beating the brakes off them boys in the first half, man.
Oh, was y'all? I just looked at the.
No,
I
Yeah.
remember I looked at
that's
the
not
final
true.
scores. My bad. Let me go back and
That's
look at
not
the thing.
true.
I'm looking at the final score. My
That's not
bad.
true.
My bad. I don't know. Let me look. I just remember I said that 122, 113. That was weird that both
Well,
games.
no, they put the bench warmers in. They start putting the
All right.
second, third
Okay. Let me
stream and
check it out.
everything like that in. But we was doing pretty decent. We was holding our own against
Yeah.
them.
Okay. No. Y'all was up 10 in the first. Y'all went up. So y'all outscoring by. So y'all was up 13 going into halftime. So yeah, y'all starters beat them up. Okay. My bad. My bad. I take that back. I just looked at the final score and I didn't go to the box score for that. I didn't go to the box score. Jalen did good. 7 for 14. That's 50%.
Yeah, but like J-Dog been saying, man, he too inconsistent, man. Right now we need some consistency, but we also need to see who gonna separate themselves. That's kind of what the position we in right now as a Rockets organization is. Who's coming to the party? Who's gonna wake up and come to the party and say, okay, hey, you ain't gotta invite me to the party. I'm in here. I'm finna take it. I'm finna come up in here and show what I'm capable of doing. And
Mm-hmm.
so far, it's been LP and a bunch of question marks. Now, I mean, was it all talk by Green with the leadership role, or is he gonna come out here and show otherwise? So we want to see him grow up in front of our eyes, but that conversation about Armin, how she
Mm-hmm.
gonna have to cut it out, man? I mean, your boy say he look up to John Moran and Shea Gilgis Alexander and the boy over there in Miami, Jimmy Butler. He say those his proteges, those are guys he look up to. He modeling his game after, but he gonna have to do a whole lot to even remotely get close to being a player like that.
Mm.
What's up, House?
Yo,
What's up, man?
hey man, hey, just picking up on where Elder was talking about the West. I think he's right. The West is not going to have a lot of trash teams, so you're going to have to scrap even for the wins against the 15 seed out there. So I don't think the Rockets are getting 50 wins this year. That's for one. Okay, what he said about Golden State though got me thinking because I always used to love playing pickup ball back in the day, you know. But with the way that the Warriors, yeah, it really upsets me how the Warriors have changed the game of basketball because now it taught all the young players really bad habits. You know, people don't have the self awareness to understand you're not Steph Curry. Stop jacking up threes in high school. You know, in college, when you get out of college, playing pickup ball. You know, stop jacking up threes. Play the game the way it's meant to be played. And the way that this new era has changed the game, man. Pickup ball is a lot. I mean, I still enjoy it, but it's not as fun as it used to be. Because back in the day, you could actually play post. You know, you have people moving the ball, moving around in the paint. But now you got a bunch of like three guys sitting out on the 3-point line, just
Waiting to jack threes. Yep.
yeah, it's just boring, man. Pisses me off. I had to get that on my chest.
You got something else in your chest. You sound like you congested or something. You got going on, man.
Yeah, man. You know, but
You got
but
going on, man.
but listen, I just I don't understand the way this new generation plays basketball. It's just completely unappealing to me. And that started with the Warriors. And I mean, you know, credit to Steph Curry for doing what he does. But the truth is that, you know, unless you're in the NBA, you should not be jacking up threes, not in high school, college, or at the gym or the park.
Mm-hmm.
And it disgusts me to see how this game has evolved. You know what I'm saying?
It's not
So,
entertaining, man. People want to see dunks. They want to see a bunch of dribbling. They want to see 3-pointers launched. That's all they
yeah.
want to see. So
So
you
what?
got to, and unfortunately, since it is a business first, you have to give the customers what they want.
Well,
The
no,
majority of the
Elder.
customers they want this, man.
Respectfully, I don't agree with your analysis on that because I agree with your analysis on the Warriors earlier, but on this
Yeah,
on that last comment, I don't think it's what the fans want to see. The
I don't
reason
see
that
that.
people jacking up threes is because of analytics and all the stat nerds figuring out that 3 points is like literally 150% worth of
Oh,
two.
the fan people stopped watching a lot
Right,
when the game was
right.
inside out. They started noticing the trend of the viewership going down, 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 down. They did. So they switched the defensive rules to make the game more offensive, and that's
No,
and I mean it is. I mean you can go look at the numbers if you want. When they before they switched the defensive rules, they saw year after year the numbers start going down, down on people watching NBA.
Hey,
Not
House,
saying it wasn't popular, but that's what was
what's
happening. They changed the
what
defensive rules, them numbers start shooting back up, bro.
what's the
That's just what's
percentages,
happening.
y'all, from the 3 for 9 from the three? What's the percentages from that?
That's 33%. 3 for 9 is 33%.
33%.
Yeah. So that's a little below league average. You're gonna give a guy 9 shots, he gotta
Yeah, you
make at
gotta
least
do
four. He gotta make
35,
four.
at least
He gotta make
35%.
he gotta make 4 of them a night. If he's gonna shoot 9, he needs to be making 4 a night minimum.
And House is speaking on the shot jacking. And that's what I was saying about Fred Van Vliet missing in action because he'll bail you out on the 3 pointers.
Yeah.
Thompson starting at the starting point guard position. He's not going to give you no 3-point threat.
He
Jabari
can't start as a
didn't
point guard.
even
He
attempt
cannot be a
3-point
point.
shots. Al P was 0 for 2. Dylan Brooks started off shaky. So when you Jalen Green, you a volume scorer. I could see why, but I agree with y'all. That shouldn't be the cop out, the issue. You know, do what you
hey,
did.
Elder,
Break
let me
down the
just say,
defense. Hold on, break down the defense and don't have a 3-point bail you out because most of your shots came from the 3-point land. And you shot 33%
Mm-hmm.
and finished 3 for 12 overall. You know what I'm saying? Just to
yeah.
be clear, 3 for 12 from the field, and you shot most of your shots from the 3. So
But
I
hey,
think
Greenlee,
you can maintain that, but at the same time, the mentality of the consistency that's not going to get you there.
hey, Greenlee, though. But let me just say with Elder,
Yeah,
I agree with you on the softening of the rules part. But let's be
Mm-hmm.
clear; those are two separate things. The jacking up threes is technically separate from softening up the rules. The softening up the rules did allow for more offense, and that did increase viewership. I agree with you on that. But the
Okay.
3-point jacking that came out of the stat nerds in the front office because they figured out that 3 is worth literally 150% of 2. You know, and so when you draw it out far enough, statistically, 150%, is worth more than 100%, and
I get it.
therefore teams started figuring out, they just need to take their shots from the long range. It's kind of like baseball. When the stat nerds took over, they started focusing on the home run instead of getting singles and
But at
doubles.
the same time, it's still no really right way to win a championship in this era.
No, but what I'm
Because
saying though is it's really.
Boston just won.
I
Boston
agree
just
that
won a
it was
championship.
changed.
I'm
But
just talking
it has changed, House. It
talking
has
about
changed.
what's enjoyable to watch.
But
Though.
it's basketball
It's
just
not
does. So
enjoyable to
you have
watch
to
people
be.
jacking up threes. Okay.
I
Iguodala.
mean,
I don't see Armand Thomas being Iguodala. I don't see that. I'm asking Adar SL in
Amen
the chat.
Thompson. Amen
I don't
Thompson.
see him. Yeah, I don't see him being. They saying it's his ceiling.
Iguodala can hit a three. He couldn't shoot free throws, but he can hit a three.
I mean, I think they both were ultra athletic, but Iguodala was a different type of guy. His body was always like grown man body. So he's a different player to me. I don't see Armand.
Yeah,
Because Iguodala really was never like a guard either. He's always been a wing.
yeah.
So this Armand is more versatile.
Yeah, Amen is he's kind of like his own guy. He doesn't compare favorably to most players. He's kind of his own animal. I mean, maybe you could say, now this is way back then, and
He's probably thinking defensively, maybe.
don't confuse this with old Rodman, okay? Because old Rodman was trash on offense, okay? But if you remember back when Rodman was with the Pistons, I could see.
I do.
So,
I was working for the Pistons. I was working for him back then.
he would score 10 or 15 points a game. So I could see Amon being that kind of Rodman with the Pistons, defensive dog. He's good in the flow of the offense.
They already got a guy like that, though, don't they?
Yeah.
Ain't that
Tari?
Tari Eason is that? That's his role. Is that Rodman type role already? So he got to be better than that. He got to be better than that. He gonna have
Tyrese can shoot three. Tyrese can shoot three.
Yeah.
Amen can't do that. So I can.
But let's be fair. Amen could play make better than Tari. He could.
He has other things.
It's starting to look like he could rebound. He could rebound the ball better than Tari.
Yeah.
Frankly,
I'm gonna be rebounding. When you give him the minutes, he be getting some boards, man. I peeped that last year. He
had 8 boards last game. Yeah, he had more than Jabari Smith Jr.
He gets started minutes. He getting you double-digit rebounds, bro. So
hey, Elder in the preseason game, Amen had 8 rebounds in about 15, 20 minutes.
That's really good. That's really good, man. That's really good. And the one brother put in there last night, he said you can't trust Wiggins and Kuminga. Kuminga looked really good last night. Like he done took a leap, honestly. And then Wiggins didn't even play. So they didn't even have Wiggins and they looked that decent. So I just know this. I'm not saying Golden State gonna win or beat him, but I just know this: there ain't no pushover. There ain't no easy win at all. You may get blown out messing around with them because boy, they dropped them threes and they letting them fly, bro. And then you got teams like old boy saying the damn Lakers want to shoot 40 to 50 threes a game. I'm like, what the hell? Our strength is on the inside, with LeBron and AD. So everybody just want to, like you said, Hall, everybody just want to let the threes jack. I'm like, man, let me look and see how many they shot tonight. Because I know they end up winning their little game tonight. It couldn't have been a much because they
beat Milwaukee.
Yeah, they beat Milwaukee, but they only had 107 points. So, you jacking a bunch of threes. Shit, the Lakers did. They jacked up 44 threes tonight.
God damn.
The game of basketball.
The
game of there's 3 things that were better. There's 3 things that were better 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Okay, the game of basketball, the game of baseball, and music. Those are 3 things that were better in the old school than they are today. And football might be better today. I'm not sure, but the basketball, baseball, and music, they were all they all went downhill most recently. And it's mostly in basketball and baseball, it's because the stat nerds took over and they figured out that people just want to see home runs and 3-pointers. So when you get more home runs, guess what else you get? More strikeouts. So guys are swinging for the fences on strikeouts that are all-time high. And with basketball, to be honest, man, I don't find it enjoyable to watch a bunch of watch a bunch of dudes jacking up threes, even in the NBA. So with the Warriors, maybe it's enjoyable when Steph does it, but with all those other guys jacking up threes, I would not enjoy being a Warriors fan. It would not. I would not enjoy watching their games.
I hate to say this, but Johnny James man need to just. I don't know, man.
How many threes y'all took last night?
Tonight. It was tonight.
Tonight. Yeah, tonight.
44, bro.
We took 42 last night at 31%. And I'm looking at OKC, they took 51.
Wow.
And they shot 29%. They shot 29% from the three.
That's disgusting, man. That's disgusting.
31.
To be honest, they really do need to bring the 3-point line back. Make it 25 feet and make sure that you have actual basketball being played. Because the line, people are honing their muscle memory in a way that's never been done before. Back in the 80s and 90s, they didn't work on their muscle memory like that. They could have been jacking up threes in the 80s and 90s if they worked on their muscle memory. So what's happening is the stat nerds took over. Now everyone's honing their muscle memory to get the maximum, because three's worth a lot more than two. So they're doing that. They gotta push the line back. There's only one solution to this problem. Now we could get back to actual fundamental basketball, mid range in the paint.
Was that what the majority of the fans want? I don't think.
Well, when was the last time? When was the last time you saw a legitimate, enjoyable post game? I have not seen that in 10 years. Name a player.
It might not be to the level of Akeem Olajuwon and them boys, but
name one player that features his game as post moves and post game.
Jokic.
That's rough.
No, Jokic is a point center. He's at the top of the key a lot of the time.
Yeah, he is.
Where do he get most of his points from?
I'm talking about their primary offensive
now we got
game.
it. So you count post move? I mean, you count post.
Now Jokic is a post guy.
I'm talking about they post up. They get the ball delivered to them.
Yeah, Şengün do that.
Yeah, too.
So you have guys that's in a post, but
listen, the guys like Jokic and Şengün, they get the ball at the elbow and they're like 15 feet, but they're face to the basket. Their faces to the basket. I'm talking about a guy to name a player whose primary
post players used to be face to the basket.
Hold on one second, Greeley. Let me finish. Name one player. That? Hey, let me finish. Name one player whose primary.
I named you two.
Hey, let me finish. Name one player in the NBA whose primary game, not secondary, primary game is back to the basket, have the ball delivered to them, and then they work in the post. Name one guy.
AD.
Who?
Anthony Davis.
Maybe Anthony Davis. I could see that.
If you're trying to make a point that these guys need to stretch their games to the three, that's how the NBA move. They can't help that.
What I'm saying to you is they need to push the line.
But they still have it in their bag.
Hey, listen, what I'm saying is if they push the line back to 25 feet, what is it now? 23 feet 9 inches? If they push the line back to 25 feet, then you're going to see post game revitalized because it's going to disincentivize three-pointers. You're going to see regular basketball again. It's going to disincentivize jacking up threes if you push the line back.
No, it's still a different type of bigs. You have bigs that run off of screens and just catch alley-oops. They don't just get money off in the paint. Bam Adebayo, he scored from the perimeter. It might not be back to the basket, but he's going to stretch the floor for three. Hold on. I'm naming you players and you don't even want to listen.
Go ahead.
I'm naming you these guys. Bam Adebayo, AD, Cat. They have post games. Jokic, Joel Embiid. These guys have post games in a bag, but the way the NBA is set up, they have to stretch the floor because the NBA is so spread out. And you have to take advantage of the weak defense that's being displayed.
I don't believe that Embiid and Cat have a legitimate post game.
How about bringing true defense back?
I'm sorry, Greenlee. I don't believe that Cat. I do not believe that Cat. I do not believe that Cat and Embiid have legitimate post game. Anthony
Elder
was right.
Hold on.
Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis does. Elder's right about that. But that's the only guy I can think of.
Yeah. Okay. So how about if we implement good defense again, hand checking,
I'm with that.
all this soft stuff. You think
I'm with
guys
that.
gonna just pull up
They're
from
two
30?
separate.
This
Listen,
you
they're
still
two
hold on,
separate
hold on, hold
problems.
on, house. Hold on. You ahead of schedule. Hold up. I'm asking Pastor a question. If you bring all that, Pastor, like I know you already answered it, like it ain't gonna change nothing,
Yeah.
but I want you to elaborate on that as far as like you
If
saying that
you do
because
that,
I
I
think
actually
guys
think it
won't just be
slows the
shooting threes like that.
I think it slows the game down. You're not going to get as many threes. The scores won't be as high. And honestly, I think the fans will go away. These young fans, they don't care about that. All they care about is a fancy dribbling, making somebody fall, layup packages, dunk, and 3 pointers. They don't care about that. Like you don't hear none of the new age basketball players. They're not highlighting none of these dudes with mini games. But like a Fox and all them, they don't highlight none of them dudes, bro, that are very, very all star level players, but they got a complete game because Fox is a guy that's got a complete game to me. Play D, does all this stuff. They don't care about guys like that. They like Stephs and LeBrons that will dunk. They just that's what they want to see, man. And unfortunately, if they are the ones buying the jerseys and paying the ticket prices, you got to give them that because what'll happen is they will go. They definitely will go because there's so much other stuff to do today. You know what I mean?
Elder,
Back in our day, we ain't have a bunch of crap to do. You know what I'm saying? What we gonna do? We ain't have a lot. So
I was talking
these
about
dudes got
moving
a
the
lot.
3 point line back. You don't think these guys gonna try to break
They
3 point
still
records and stuff?
they
They
will
gonna
Listen,
still
still
jack
Greenleaf.
that bitch
Listen,
up. It's gonna be
it's a
even
matter
worse,
of degree. Listen, it's a matter of degree. If you
man.
push
It's
the
gonna be
line
even
back,
worse, bro.
hold on 1 second. What's the league average from three?
35%.
If it's 35%, you push the line back, it's probably going to be 33%, 34%. By definition,
Nah,
you
I think
push
it'll
the line
drop
back.
more than that.
Listen, it'll definitely decrease percentages by at least 1 or 2%.
Man,
I
these
think it go
guys ain't
more than
making it
that.
to the
I
Hall
think
of Fame
it
about
go
no
like 31,
percentages.
32%. But that's fine. Go ahead.
These
Go ahead,
guys
Hawk.
ain't worried about no percentages going to the Hall of Fame. They worried about breaking records.
Guess what? The new age don't care about that either.
They
They
don't
don't care
care about
about
that
guys
shit.
being efficient and all that. They don't care about that. They want to be entertained. It's a sport. It's a it's an entertainment. It's a game. They want to be entertained.
Elder, here's where I part with you though. You're right about the softening of the rules. That is more entertaining because defense. You're not allowed to play defense no more. Okay, but
Exactly.
but
Bring that shit back and
hold
see the
on,
entertainment
Greenlee,
go down.
hold on. But on the other point, so that those are two separate points. The softening of the rules is one, and then
Yeah.
jacking up threes is two. On the jacking up threes part, it's not. That's not entertaining. That part is not entertaining.
To
Just
a
watching.
Hawk, to us, it's not. I'm just keeping it a buck.
No, it's not
These new
entertaining
age,
for anybody.
these new age basketball players, they want to see threes, bro. They want to see
Let
help
me
each other,
explain
run
something
up
though.
and down,
Let me
long
explain something.
rebounds. And see, a lot of what happens with threes, you're gonna get a lot more transition back
But let me explain
with a
something.
long rebound, and that's what
Let
they
me
like to
explain
see.
something though. Let me explain something because viewership, if you talk about like viewership, the revenue has gone up. But the reason the revenue has gone up is because of international markets. That's the reason the revenue has gone up. If you talk about domestic viewership just in the United States, that has trended downward every decade since the 80s and 90s. It's gone
Hmm.
down since the 90s. I think when Michael Jordan played was at an all-time high, and then in the 2000s went down, then in 2010s it went down, and then it went down in 2020s. So I'm talking about domestic viewership. Now,
Okay.
international viewership has gone up simply because they opened up the markets where they didn't have the games on TV or internet back in the 80s and 90s. But now, if anytime you open up international markets, you have new eyeballs, new revenue streams for advertisers, and then you get that's the reason you got these insane salary contracts, like guys making $250 million on a contract. That's unheard of, right? But
Oh, I
that's
get what Leroy's saying.
that's not
Okay.
because of domestic markets. That's
Yeah.
because international markets,
I have
domestically,
to
viewership has gone down.
I have to look at the numbers, Hawk, because I don't. You're saying that, but I don't know that to be
No, I
fact.
know
I have to
that.
look.
I've seen the
I have to
numbers,
look.
Elder.
I have to
I've
look.
seen
I
the
have to
numbers.
look.
I've
Yeah.
seen the numbers.
Lero makes a good point too, though, because you ain't got a lot of room over there. The 23-9, you ain't got a lot of room in the corners. You go
No,
to
no,
25, you cut the corner
no, but
three
see,
out.
what
You
needs to
can't do
happen
corner
is
threes at 25 feet. Hold
all right.
on. What I'm saying is you cannot do. Hold on. You can't do 25 feet in the corner.
What I'm saying to you, Elder, is they need to extend the 3-point line out of bounds. There's no more corner three, bro. There's no more corner three. That's just shortening the 3-pointer so that bigs can step out and take threes at 22 feet. That's not fair.
Hey, House, you sound ridiculous, bro.
Dude, how is it fair to have a corner three
out of bounds, bro?
That's a damn mid-range shot. That's stupid.
Hey, I'm gonna go on mute, but I'll be back. All right, I'm gonna go on mute for a minute. I'll be back.
Yes, sir. House, that's ridiculous,
Greenlee,
bro.
You cannot
extending the 3-point line to out of bounds, bro.
No, what I'm saying to you
that ain't making the NBA better.
The 3-point line has to have one definable distance, and if the court's too narrow for that, the 3-point line's got to go out of bounds. So no corner threes. All that does is allow for the bigs to step out and shoot an extended mid-range shot, and then they call it a 3-pointer. That's not cool.
I'm trying to tell you this. Like hold on. Let me read this contract. I get it. June in the chat, he say Embiid is unstoppable in the low post, but he adjusts his game today to shoot outside because he was double and triple team a lot. So he has too many turnovers. That's why he adjusts his game to shoot outside. And I'm saying, like, that's what the NBA is. You know, it's a 3-point lead, just like it was a low post game at once upon a time in the 90s.
That's why they need to move the line out. If they move the line out, then Embiid's not going to take no more damn threes.
You're gonna have young guys taking deeper threes.
If you make the 3-point line 25 feet,
it's gonna be even more ridiculous.
Really, listen to me. If you make the 3-point line 25 feet, Embiid is not going to sit out there at 26 feet shooting threes, bro. That's not going to happen.
And we just gonna be shooting from inside the paint again, like
that's right.
And
real
Jerry West, all that black and white
again.
shit. We don't want to see that
real
bullshit.
Basketball.
We don't want to see that bullshit.
You don't want to see real basketball?
No. That's your real basketball. That's old basketball.
You just want to see guys jacking up threes. Let me get this straight.
Real basketball is about adjustment, man.
This is a big
evolution.
Problem. This is a big problem with your show, bro.
It's called evolution.
You can't say that it's attractive to have guys just sitting back jacking up threes. That is not real basketball.
I didn't say it was.
You should know better than that.
You saying that implementing
you should know better than that.
Hold on. You saying that implement a 4-point play like these dudes ain't gonna try to tempt that
I
shit.
said 3-point play. The 3-point line's extended, not a 4-point play.
That's damn near a 4-point shot.
No, it's not, bro.
You extending the shot to further beyond.
Listen to me.
You trying to take away the sideline three, which is a short corner three. That's why you got a short corner shot.
Listen for a second, bro. When I say extend the line to 20.
Shut your bitch ass up, boy. Stop playing with me. You listen, motherfucker. What I'm trying to tell you, you trying to extend a goddamn 3 and do all this asinine shit. Oh, we need to extend the 3 to the out of bounds. What kind of shit is that to say? Like, what the hell are you saying? I'm not trying to listen to no dumb shit. I don't want no headache. I don't want to hear that. How about bringing defense back? How about hand checking? How about checking a nigga on checking somebody on their hip? You know what I'm saying? They barely can do that today. Y'all call your favorite player, Thompson. He's the next Penny Hardaway. I ain't seen a Penny Hardaway yet from this dude. And you mean to tell me that he's the next Penny Hardaway? He's a point guard of the future and all this shit? Shut the fuck up. You sit back and listen real quick. What I'm trying to tell your dumb ass house is that whatever you want to extend the 3-point line or not, these young players gonna try to do that. Bring defense back and make that entertaining. Can you stop somebody? You only got a handful of players that's top 5 in offense and weirdos making all defensive teams, like they say. But they don't give credit to people that play defense. They want to see offense. And you mean to tell me if they extend the 3-point line, they're not going to extend their range? They already shooting that motherfucker from 30. Come on, bro. Come on, dog.
You extend the 3-point line, then the percentages will dip down below 33%, and the GMs and the front office stat nerds will tell the players, we ain't having centers shoot 25-foot 3-pointers. So they're going to start to play real basketball again, where the centers are in the center, Not the centers aren't at 3-point land, sitting out jacking up threes, bro. If you think that's real basketball, you're delusional. Nobody wants to see a center or a power forward sitting back at 24 feet jacking up threes. It's not attractive to watch that trash.
How about just tell your center stop shooting threes?
Bro, I'm telling you, the stat nerds have taken over the front office.
You know why they can't do that? Because they have to engage. You gonna tell Jokic don't shoot a three, even if it's
You
extended?
can ignore everything I just said. But
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Oh, if you extend the three, they gonna stop shooting threes. I know. I get what you're saying. But what I'm telling you, that ain't gonna stop it, bro.
If you
That
push
ain't gonna
back
stop
the
shooting
three-point
threes.
line to 25 feet,
They don't give a damn about their percentages.
if
How
you
about
push
that?
back the three-point line to 25 feet, everybody's percentages are going to go down a little bit. Even Steph's will go down a little bit because you can't shoot 25-foot three-pointers the same percentages as 23-foot three-pointers. Okay? Or 23 feet 9 inches. It's gonna change a little bit at least. And so once you have the percentages dip, then it's gonna change the nature of what GMs and the stat nerds in the front office are looking for in terms of what's the most bang for your buck. But right now, having a three worth literally 150% of a two, that's what it is. If you want to score 100 points, okay, you only need to shoot 33 threes to get 100 points. But you need to have 52s. Okay? So that's a big difference. That's where the stat nerds are running the show. If you want to get 100 points, you only need to only need to make 33
I want to tell you this. You probably the
need to
only one
make
that don't want to see
52s.
threes, bro. You probably the only one that's making a argument about taking the 3-pointers or extending the 3-pointers.
Bro,
It's gonna mess with their 3-point shot.
That's because I'm the
All
only
that shit.
creative person out there.
How about this? Ahmed Thompson was
I'm
the
the only
point guard.
creative person out there that's thinking.
See, this nigga don't want to. This motherfucker don't want to listen. How about Ahmed Thompson shooting 4 for 12 from the field, not attempting the three? How about that? Was that impactful? You're gonna get games like that where guys is not efficient from all kind of areas. And Ahmed Thompson supposedly shot 60% from the field, from two. He shot 60% from two. And we try to tell your dumb ass that was only from dunking. What is he gonna do if they collapse the paint with LP out there and he's your main focal point as far as scoring in the paint? If you ain't in a dunker spot, Jabbar stretching the floor. He can't shoot a goddamn jump shot from two. Reed Shepard can though, because he can shoot. He can actually shoot. So I don't give a damn what you talking about, bro. You talking about you making an argument about big man and stuff like that. I really don't give a damn. These guards gonna still trying to fight to make a way and shoot threes. I don't give a damn how far you extend it. So bring defense back. How about bring defense back? Run them off that 3-point line. That works. You dumbass boy. Stop just yapping. Acting like dudes don't know the simple mathematics of what you're trying to get to. Of course, dudes going to be aware and say, "Oh, I'm gonna mess up my 3-point percentage. I'm gonna mess up my flow of the game." It's a certain few that worry about percentages and all like that. But sometimes when percentages shooting from the field don't win you games all the time. Come on, bro. You talking about the NBA and the totality of it, talking about stretching the flow, bro. Like, come on, dog. Like now you sounding like you just talking.
Okay, so $8 just said FIBA rules definitely made it harder on Steph. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Just because something that happens right now doesn't mean it has to be that way forever. I'm talking about rules.
Hold on, you say FIBA rules made it harder for Steph.
Stop.
Didn't Steph go off in the FIBA? Didn't Steph go off in FIBA?
Rules. I'm talking about creative
that
rules.
Ain't got nothing to do with his shooting. Hey, the FIBA, hold on. That's stupid as hell because FIBA 3-point line is shorter than the NBA 3-point line. So what the hell are you talking about?
Rules. He's talking about the defensive rules.
So he agreeing with me then. Whatever the fuck y'all talking about, I say bring defense back, bro. Bring defense back. What you talking about?
I've always said to bring back defense, but guess what? If you bring back the defense and keep the 3-point line the same, then people are even less incentivized to play real basketball, and they're just going to keep jacking up threes. Because if you bring back the defensive rules, now no one's going to want to drive the paint. So now guys are really going to just sit back and jack up threes. What I'm trying to tell you, Greenleaf, is just because the game is the way it is now, doesn't mean it has to be in the future.
Hear me out. How long is 3-point?
Why should we even have a 3-point line?
Hold on.
Why
I gotta have a conversation.
Have a 3-point line.
If you wanna be up here, have a conversation. I want to ask you a question. How long has NBA 3-pointers been in the NBA since they added it? How long has it been in the NBA?
I don't know exactly how long it's been, but I can tell you that back in the day, you only had one guy on your team.
All right, so we ain't going back to the dumbass
hold on
shit.
one
Like
second,
what I'm
bro.
saying.
I'm not finished. You
talking about extending the 3-point shot. You talking about extending the 3-point shot, nigga. It's still gonna evolve, bro.
You gotta let me finish, bro. What I was saying was back in the day, even when they had the 3-point line, you only had one guy on your team shooting that shot primarily. Like for the Bulls, it was like Steve Kerr or John Paxson. And then for the Phoenix Suns, it was Dan Marley. You only had like one guy that was your 3-point guy, right? And that's the way it was meant to be, where it was meant to be a specialized shot.
So you talking about the 90s style of basketball.
I'm not done yet.
You stuck in the time zone. You stuck in the time machine, bro. You got to elevate your mind, bro. You got to elevate. You got to elevate.
I'm not done yet.
You stuck in the 90s, house. Get out the goddamn time machine and get back to the goddamn 2025, 2024.
I'm not done yet.
You stuck in 95, 94.
I'm not done yet, bro. I'm not done yet.
Man, I don't give a damn if you're done, if you're starting to finish, motherfucker.
Are you in a hurry? You got to be somewhere?
Hell yeah, bro. I got a family. I ain't got time to argue with your dumb ass all night.
Let a man finish, okay? What I'm saying is that it was designed to be a specialized shot where one guy on your team, maybe two at most, were the specialized people who had specialized skill in that arena, in that department. Now what it's become, because of the stat nerds in the front office, is that you can't even play in the NBA without shooting a 3-pointer. That's not real basketball, bro. That's disgusting. It's not fun. It's not attractive to watch a bunch of dudes sit there and jack up threes. That's not the way the game was invented. That's not the way the game is supposed to be played. It's only because 3 points is worth 150% of 2 points. And the stat nerds have figured out that to score 100 points, you only need to make 33 threes, but you need to make 52s. That's a 17-shot difference. You only need to make 33 threes, but you got to make 52s. Okay? But so you got to make sure that 3-pointers are not being made at that clip. Like if you make 33% of threes, that's equivalent to 50% of twos. So you got to bring the line back as far as it takes to where the 3-point shot is being made at a league average less than 33% of the time. It don't matter. So whatever that distance is, to whatever distance it takes to get the 3-point shot below 33% league average, that's what we need, because then it'll be equivalent to 50% from 2. And we need more diversified basketball from 2 being played in this game. That's what happened, because the 3 versus 2 is an imperfect balance. It's like the difference between a touchdown and a field goal. Okay, you can't get exact figures, right? 3 and 2 happen to be 150% difference. It's a 3 is a 150% of what a 2 is worth. And people, the stat nerds, have figured out that the 3-point shot is, because it's worth 150% of what a 2 shot is worth, it's just far, far, far more valuable, even if you ain't making them a whole lot. So rather than see a bunch of guys bricking threes to where they're shooting 35%, okay, I'd rather see a bunch of guys shoot 2s from 50%. You actually see more buckets go in the basket when people are making 50% of 2s, but rather than 35% of 3s. And just to be clear on what how many shots it's going to take to get the percentages down, it's not going to take that many shots. Okay, going from 36% down to 32%. That's 4 shots out of 100. That means for every 100 shots, they're still going to make threes, but I'm talking about for every 100 shots, they're going to make 4 fewer. So that's every 100 attempts. That's like for every 30 games or every 20 games, they miss 4 more shots in 20 games, bro. It's not that difficult to get the 3-point shot at a lower percentage. It's not going to fundamentally change the game, but it's going to bring things back to the 90s where you have one guy on your team that can shoot the 3 from a distance, whatever that distance might be, say 25 feet. And then the other 4 guys are using that dynamic flow of the offense inside 25 feet. Otherwise, the game is going to just sit there, but it's just going to keep getting worse, bro. I mean, you have centers that can't play in the league unless they can shoot a 3-point shot. That's disgusting, man. I don't want to watch basketball when you can't even have a regular basketball player play when he can't shoot.
But you still watching though. You still watching regardless.
I'm not. To be honest,
you
I'm
still
not
watching. You watching the play-in. You watching the in-season tournament,
bro.
You watching all that shit, man. Stop capping, Ho. You capping, bro. You talking all that hot shit, and you still gonna watch.
Listen,
you still gonna watch.
I'm not watching as much as I used to. But back in
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn how whatever you put on.
Let me respond.
You still watching it.
Let me respond to that accusation.
You can hide in the bushes all you want. You still watching the goddamn game.
Let me respond to that accusation. Let me respond
to
that
accusation.
Okay.
You say you don't watch it. You only watch it a little bit. I'm saying
now let me respond
to that.
Let me respond to that accusation. In the 90s, I probably watched 75 games a year.
I ain't talking about no goddamn night. I'm talking about 2024, 2025. You still watching the basketball game. Whether they shot jacking from 3,
bro.
Whether they shooting from 40 to 35.
If you let me finish, okay? In the
90s, what? I barely spoke, motherfucker. Where you at, host? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
Shut the fuck up for a minute and
let me speak. Shut your bitch ass up, bro. You talking ass and dumb shit.
What I'm saying to you is in the 90s, I probably watched 75 out of 82 games a year, right? But now I probably watch 25. That's how bad it is. I don't even enjoy watching these games when guys jacking up threes. I don't even enjoy it. I basically
what did it mean though?
Watch just to keep informed and keep informed on just what's going on around the league.
Oh, don't sound like old bitter ass dude.
I don't even really enjoy, bro. I don't even really enjoy.
Now you hating on the evolution of the basketball game.
I'll tell you what I do enjoy.
You still gonna watch regardless.
I'll tell you what I do enjoy.
That's like a Floyd Mayweather fight. That's like a Floyd Mayweather fight. You gonna pay to watch him lose. You gonna pay to watch him win. It don't fucking matter.
I'll tell you what I do enjoy. I'll tell you what I do enjoy. I do enjoy watching Akeem Olajuwon work. I do enjoy
go back and watch Akeem Olajuwon highlights every night.
I do enjoy watching Tim Duncan and David Robinson and how they're dynamic together. What I do enjoy is watching Charles Barkley work down there and Karl Malone and his flow with John Stockton. I'll tell you what I do enjoy is watching.
He's stuck in the time machine, man.
I'll tell you what I do enjoy is watching Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant have 5 or 10 different elements to their game. Now you guys just don't have any game. They're just jacking up threes. It's absolutely disgusting.
Are you done, bro?
Yes.
You done? I know you heated about the whole little generation. So what I want you to do, House, is shut the fuck up and hear me out.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the hell up and hear me out, dog.
Shut the hell up.
The NBA ain't going nowhere.
Okay, so you're the kind of guy. See, I understand that you're type. Your type of guy is, the way it is now is the way it always got to be. That's stupid.
No, that ain't that. I say the game gonna change regardless. Whether you don't like 3-point shots, whether you don't like 3-point shots or not, it's still gonna happen, bro. You gonna watch regardless, and that's the end of the story.
If you lived in the caveman
Shut your dumb ass up.
If you lived in the caveman era, you'd still be in a cave.
No, you in the caveman era, motherfucker. You don't want to go back to 1967, back to the basket in the post and doing all this black and white shit. on the screen. Like, don't nobody want to see that old shit. Don't nobody want to see that Bill Russell shit, that Jerry West shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Dudes out here really athletic with it. Dudes out here really shooting that thing. You know what I'm saying? You have big men actually stretching their game to shooting the three. You dumbass boy. That's called evolution. When have you heard big man really just shooting the three at a high clip? I'm talking about everybody big man should be able to shoot the three in this day and age, in this era. So what the hell is you talking about, bro? It's called evolution. Now, do I like it? To a certain degree. To a certain degree, I do. But when I hear other teams, and not just the Rockets, because certain guys can't make threes at a high clip. Everybody ain't Klay Thompson. Everybody ain't Stephen Curry. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You can be mad. But at the end of the day, man, NBA ain't going nowhere. 3-point ball ain't going nowhere. They not finna stretch the goddamn 3-point ball to no freaking out of bounds. Like, what the hell? What the hell we doing? But yeah, man, I'm about to get ready to shut it down. J-Dog, Pastor, if y'all still there, man, if y'all want to just say something real quick before we get up out of here, let me know. Boy, house, man. Boy,
Hey.
tripping with it, man.
Yeah. Hey, nah, man. Hey, nah, I just wanted to say, bro, go Rockets, man. Man, we here, bro. Ain't on no fanboy tip over here, man. We gonna keep it 100. We here to critique the players, bro, so they could be better, man. You know what I mean? We want all these guys to, 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 to flourish and be good and be better. But you got to be honest with your assessment of you guys. And when they not cutting it, this is preseason, so they trying new things. It may be in real vanilla. They might come out in the regular season with a different type of energy. You know what I mean? But when we see certain things and we speak on it, it's not hate, bro. It's critique. So these guys could get better. You know what I'm saying? That's all we want to do. We want our team to be the best team in the league at some point. We know we're not there yet. It's a young team. It's up and coming. We got a lot of talent, but talent is still, coming into fruition, right? It ain't there yet. So we just gotta, man, be honest with what we see with these guys and assess it as we see it, bro. And that's how we doing, bro. Ain't no hate. It's all love, all the players, bro. I love each and every one of our guys, bro. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep it 100 for what I see, game in and game out. You understand what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted to say, man. But I think we headed for a great year. Fred Van Fleet need to be re-up. I'm gonna say that right now. Fred Van Fleet, bro, needs a contract extension. They're going to pick up that option year if 40 plus. Hey, but look, it could be some of the reason why Jalen LP didn't get paid. They try to figure out how they gonna structure this thing, man. You feel what I'm saying? So, me and Green, we spoke on it. It's re-signing Fred. It might be job hell, job one, shit, or job one B. You feel me?
For real.
That's all I got to say about that. But we need him on the court, bro. It shows. It shows he keeps these guys motivated mentally, and he gets these guys in the right place and in position to be successful on the court physically. So, hey, man, go Rockets, bro. We here all year, man. Salute to you, Pastor, man. Good to see you again. Hey, man, everybody hit the link tonight, man. Much love. We got a long season, bro, and good health, bro, and prosperity, everybody, man. Salute.
Salute, salute. I know Elder, if he's still there, he probably handling business behind the scene, but I'm finna go ahead and shut it down, man. Man, appreciate y'all. Everybody hit the link. If I miss you, I ain't trying to dish you. Just to go down the list, man. So shout out to y'all, man. Another stream. You know, Rockets basketball ain't until next week, so I'm still gonna try to hit y'all with them stingers, them bangers. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Hit that like button if you haven't hit the like button already. But yeah, hopefully another successful season. I even though I broke down, Armin Thompson's game, and we broke down how Jabari portrayed his game, and Al P, the list goes on, and how important that Fred VanVleet is to this team, man. And I'm still looking forward to the season. I'm still high on the Rockets on my team. 50. I'm standing on that 50. I'm standing on that 50, man. Playoff team coming. Play in team. You know what I'm saying? Is the floor for me. So it is what it is, man. Y'all know the story. Y'all know what it is. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll be back in action. It's your boy Greenleaf Exclusive. I'm out here, fam. Peace. Peace.